All right, everybody, welcome to episode 1776 of the Unpaid and Underrated podcast, the episode by AI for AI and relentlessly mocked by AI. Hey, do you guys have a lot of AI in your life? Do you want some more AI in your life? Why don't you download every fucking update coming? Anyway, I had to update Zoom before this program, and it just like they were like, "Oh, check out our new AI companion." And Meta's got AI, and Instagram's AI, and just everything's AI. And I'm over it. I'm over this AI world we live in. It literally is just a Google search. And then it just collaborates all the Google stuff and then spits it out. And we're all like, yay, genius. Anyway, speaking of AI, you guys heard that new song about Unpaid and Underrated? That's great.
Oh,
I
oh yeah, it
did.
is. It's. I mean, some have been saying it is the song of the summer. I mean, that some might just be Big Keith, me, but I don't know. Tanner's out there talking about this other song that I'm not really familiar with, but the unpaid and underrated country western song. Oh, outlaw country. Let me.
Hey, I can speak as a connoisseur of country music.
Both
Fire.
good. They are both good songs. I really there's something about ours just fucking hits.
We got us a connoisseur over here.
Yep.
Speaking of that, who are you guys joining me on the podcast? I'm Big Joey. I forgot to say that, but if you don't know my voice by now, welcome to your first episode. It's not going to go well for you.
This is your co-host Big Keith, and
And oh no, all
And we're
you.
joined this week by Big Matt Sundling. Sundling?
Yes, Sunling.
Sundling.
Yes,
Sundling. There we
What?
go. So
What
big,
did you say?
big Matt.
Sundaling?
Sundling. Hey, you're gonna mess me up. Like I never mispronounce
Look,
my
I'm
name
making
until
fun
somebody
of Keith
starts
here.
saying it.
I just said it's Sunling. Like you just the D is the D.
It's like half silent.
It's like
Only half
Keith's.
there.
It's real silent. Um, I'll start with the first dick joke. I am exhausted, and I get the feeling I'm doing a 13-hour shift tomorrow. So if I seem out of it,
Mm.
it's been a long couple of days. My little girl broke her arm on Saturday, and then it's just
Saw
been a
that.
fucking whirlwind of a lifetime since then, trying to maneuver a 2-year-old with one arm.
Yeah, that's
So
got to be unpleasant. She doesn't. Is it in a cast or a soft cast or what
it's
she
in a
got?
cast for now, temporary. Then we got to go to the fracture clinic to get a long-term one put on. But she's adapting. It just sucks knowing that it was the smallest of this little girl. I have watched her take a head first dive off a trampoline, okay, and be fine. And apparently she fell like a foot and just happened to land the wrong way and get
Ugh.
a suprachondral fracture on her humerus of her left arm.
Ooh, that's always fun.
Yeah,
Well,
apparently
if
it's the
you,
most
Ugh.
common thing in kids because it's
Yeah.
whenever it's actually in all people because when you fall, you put your hands out and
Hmm.
the pressure then just pushes all the way up and breaks your humerus. It happens, I guess, all the time. But either way, it sucks.
but falling like a foot as a like 2 foot tall person is
Yeah.
like pretty far because
Yep.
like that's like us falling like 2.5, 3 feet, and according to my ladder safety that I just took, get 4 feet and you can die. So
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
One foot you can break your
arm, yeah.
arm. What are you guys drinking? Like you got I'm
I got a
starting
new
with
one.
some
Well,
water
it's
and I put some
okay.
frozen fruit in it for some flavor and some ice.
There you
I
go.
have something specifically for Keith because he is uncultured, and it is,
Ranch
you can see it, ranch water. Okay,
water, yeah, buddy.
ranch
Yeah,
water.
people were talking about that. What the fuck is ranch water? That was
So
just that
it
was it.
is traditionally ranch water is like a seltzer. Like what's the one that Tanner was just drinking? I can't think of the name. The one with the yellow wrapper in the fancy glass. It's that and tequila, and then normally you'll take like a hint of like mango juice or something.
Okay, I might have to try ranch water this
It's
summer.
really good though. Really
How
good.
how can I get that up here and you can't get it?
I've just never heard of it. I'm
Oh,
sure it's
okay.
It's
fucking
it's
everywhere.
it's it's
I've just
more of a
never.
like it's more your like hick vibe seltzer.
So so the ranch is based on it's like talking about like a farm ranch, not like ranch
Yeah, so
restaurant.
like
Oh, okay.
like this company that I'm drinking
Yeah, it's
is
that's
Lone River Ranch down in Texas.
it makes
It's what
sense.
it's
So
what John Dutton would drink when he whispers real low and
yeah,
talks in his John Dutton
Um,
voice.
Actually, Ryan Bingham, who's an actor on there, the guy that plays like what's his name? The cowboy that doesn't want to do shit that
oh
came to
yeah,
jail.
the singer.
Yes, Ryan Bingham is one of my
What
favorite
is
country
his name?
singers, but I can't think of his actor or his character's name.
That's gonna bug me. I'm really just gonna yell it out later in the episode.
Yeah,
What about him?
he owns part of this company. I think it's this
Ah,
one.
That's so funny. I had no clue, and I just pulled that reference out of my ass. Great news.
Yeah.
If I'd said nothing, you guys would have thought I knew. You guys would have been like, "Wow, that's a smart dude
Yeah.
that knows stuff."
Yeah,
Nope, I
except
don't know shit.
Canada.
What?
Something like that.
I'm rocking out a Wegmans lime this week, so did get to the grocery store and got something a little different.
And
Water.
no.
Oh.
Like, is it okay?
Oh
Wegmans
yeah, no,
lime?
it's yeah. It's up there with bubbly and like it's just like a a weird Spritey kind of taste, but I like it.
I like it a lot. All right. I'm gonna start the "What are you wearing" program by saying, "Don't worry about it." I just put on whatever was big and comfortable, and it's it's
Gonna
bucked
say
up. It's from
looks-
Bucked Up. It's got the American flag on it. It's just like that $20.
You should be the one wearing ranch water. You're wearing a buck on your damn chest.
Yeah.
I'm rocking out my high school alumni. It's a football charity shirt that I bought to support my high school football team that I went to. So I'm in like a Facebook group, and they were like, "Here, buy this shirt, and like all the proceeds go towards the freshman football team or something." I was like, "Yeah, I could definitely go for a Morgantown Mohegan T-shirt. I haven't had one of those in 20 years."
Yep.
I got the new lifting department shirt. I'll move my screen down a little bit.
Nice.
Very nice. And then I got the beanie as well, but this is exclusive. We don't have this anymore. So
No.
Yeah, I still have my orange glaze one. Yeah, but I had to wash
Lucky.
it a lot. Yeah.
Oh, that shirt looks pretty big on you. What is it, about a medium?
feels like it.
They did say that you should possibly size down, but if you don't, he's definitely gonna be swimming in it.
So when I was at the throwdown in Watertown, Tanner was wearing it, and I told him, I was like, I want that shirt. And he said, well, you're probably gonna have to buy a 3X because we're not making a 4X this time around. I was like, okay.
I got a medium. I should have got I wanted a comfortable fit, but not overly comfortable. So I ended up not doing the large.
It's more just long. It's not necessarily like wide. Feels like I need the other shirts just a little heavier.
Oh, good. So when I wear my little shorts, it'll look like I'm wearing nothing at all.
I had the skibbies on earlier, and Lori told me to take them off. So
Hey now,
I wasn't allowed to wear those.
Oh,
for
that's
that,
frozen water.
that's why
No, there's 2 reasons, but that was one of them.
Attaboy.
Nice. It's not Saturday.
No, it feels like it. It feels. It
The
does.
day off for us Americans. So
I was off on Monday.
I don't think I've ever recorded on a day I've had off. Like, I really would have to think back. Like, I don't think I've recorded ever on a day I've had didn't go to work. If I did, it was like 1 or 2.
Do you have to go to work tomorrow too?
I'm eating the day. They tried to shut our office down, and my coworkers were like, "Well, fuck you, you can't do that to us." And then he was like, "Well, okay, whatever. You can either use PTO, you can take it unpaid, or you can come in." So it's like, I'm taking it unpaid.
Nice. The only time unpaid works.
I like to say, I like to save my PTO. People look at me like I'm crazy, and I was able to take unpaid time there for like 5 years without anyone saying anything, and I would just use it for like sick time because I don't feel like I get enough vacation in general. And then they like recently were like, "Yeah, you can't do that anymore," and then. Was that actually from HR, or are you just trying to bully me? But I just kind of let it go. And then once they mentioned for this specific day, yeah, you can do it unpaid. I was like, fuck yeah, I will. So I don't really care about that extra, like, $120 I'm missing out on or whatever. I'm like, getting a day off that I don't have to use PTO for is clutch. Now that I have friends, I have to go fucking travel to see.
Yep.
You assholes.
How did anybody pick up? Well, I know I did, and Keith did. Keith, you said you had some insight. It looks like our shirt's moving pretty well.
Yeah, I think there was at least 40 or 50 of them sold, probably, give or take.
Not bad.
I tried, but no 4X. That went quick.
Yeah, I did. There was, I think they might have, I wouldn't say skimped on them, but it's hard to say. It's like, what are you gonna? They're gonna order. You're gonna have order 10 of them and then sit on like 6 of them if they only sell 3. So it's kind of tough.
They'll probably whatever's left over we can help clear out at the Little Lazy.
Yeah, I'm hoping anyone that didn't pick one up on the drop or just kind of crew that are going to be in lift hard, and they'll walk home with one, because I would like to see at least the majority of our past guests have one. We'll see once the people start posting on Instagram in the next couple of days to who actually bought one.
Just make sure you up the price when it's there.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
60.
69.
69. Well, 60, 69, and we sign it.
Yeah.
You're getting some of my head, so I think that's worth 69.
Funny enough, on my belt, I actually have the sticker because I got it early. So every time I squat, you're with me.
Nice.
That's
That's
very
good
nice.
stuff. I put mine at the bottom of my chalk bowl in the garage, and I'm waiting for someone to actually like get to the bottom of it and just be like, "What the? Why is the fuck is there a sticker of your head looking up at me?" I'm really waiting for that time to happen. It's gonna be great.
It's like when I showed up to your house with the Keith pillow.
Yeah,
It scared
yeah.
the shit out of your room, buddy,
What?
constantly. Yeah, I had it hanging out of my bag, and the one dude was just like, he was so upset about it. It was hilarious.
Oh,
I
that's
actually have
great.
one here on my MacBook and one behind me at all times.
Very
Yeah,
nice.
I think I got like three or four more in with my because I bought an extra shirt for me just to like hang up in the closet and like don't wear for 5 years until the other one's worn out, and then I got Stephanie one, and yeah, I came with like another two or three stickers. I was like, oh my God, I've got to strategically do something with these.
We're gonna place them all over Western, Northeast, South Dakota is what we're gonna do.
I am going to unpaid and underrated the fuck out of every restaurant we go to, specifically Pounders first, but then like everywhere.
Well,
Like
they'll never
that's
find out who did it.
good stuff.
Do you want to rate last week's episode? If I could fucking remember what that one was.
Austin Perkins, the basically the best 165-pound power lifter currently,
Whoa,
and
whoa,
if
whoa,
not
whoa.
all time.
Yeah, no, best powerlifter ever.
You're putting him. You're saying he is better than
Oh
this
no,
stuff.
actually, I'll take it back because I can't say that. I'm a big West Side guy, so I'd say he's best raw or tested.
Yeah, he's definitely right up there. I mean, he literally had the best. I think he said he had everything except Wilkes. Like if you like went through all the algorithms, and I'm pretty sure he out totals at least the next weight class up or is right there too. That's when you know you're like fucking the man.
Yeah,
Is when what was it? Was it when John Hack at one point had like the 181, the 198, and the 220, and then he was out totaling like guys in 242 with his like 198 total too. So to be able
yeah.
to span that many like weight classes and beat like two or three weight classes above you was pretty impressive. But yeah, Austin Perkins, it was good. I learned about ranch. Well, I got ranch water into my ear, and then I learned about it tonight, so that was good. Just all in all, it's always good hearing the boys talk. So I will go ahead and give it 5 out of 5 165-pound lifters.
All right. I have not listened to it yet because I have not had any time to myself in the past couple of days after the holiday and the trip to the hospital with Saga and everything like that. So I think I got through the intro right to when Tommy said, "Nope, I already kicked everybody out," and that was like the most I got. So 5 out of 5. Massnomics iPod touches.
I have to agree with you there, but I'm gonna give it 5 out of 5 JD Powers.
Throwback.
Yeah.
Yeah, at least Austin Perkins guy. Like I know of him. He's the same weight class as me, but deadlifts my total. Like,
But he's I'm pretty sure he went to Midland University, which is right up the street from me.
Yeah,
So.
yeah, he did say that. And he's young too. Well,
Yes, he's only been out for 2 years, I think.
26, 25, something. 20, yeah, very young.
all right, so I got a question here because I was cutting up a shirt the other day and trying hard to get the Karen cut or the Huck Finn cut, whichever one you call it. I call it Karen because she was doing them at the Arnold, so I call them
Yep.
the Karen cut. So I gotta know because, like, I love my stringers. I'm not a muscular guy, but those stringers, they just hang well, they fit well, show off your traps, show off your shoulders, hide your gut a bit. Like the ones I have fit pretty good, but they're from that company we're really not supposed to talk about. I think I only have 2 of them. I have a couple from The Rock too, but he does them really weird where they're just like really skinny, but they don't hang off the shoulders very well. So I got to know, like, do you guys like your muscle shirts pre-bought? Do you prefer to cut them? Do you even like stringers, or do you like sleeves more?
Yeah,
And sleeves is the wrong answer.
Oh, well.
T-shirt guy.
Yeah.
I will like when you carry as much body fat, you don't. I mean, occasionally I'll wear like some muscle shirt with just the sleeves cut off flush, but I'm not wearing a tank top. But like I don't have the body to like show off my like upper fat titty. I don't. You guys don't need to see that.
Anytime I put a tank top on, it just looks weird. I'm like almost pear shaped, so it like goes out at the bottom, and I'm like, it just doesn't look right.
I'm built different. It's not. It's not tank top. It's good.
Now, if you give me a good jersey, I can wear a good jersey, but that's also
yeah.
like, it's what I used to do. So
Oh yeah, we'll get into that.
do we prefer like larger shirts or do we prefer
Oh yeah,
like form-fitting shirts? Because I'm getting
big.
into the larger shirt thing. I think I've said it on here before. When you're big, you can't hide it. And for a guy that's 5'4", I'm not exactly small width-wise, and it's starting to get to the point now I can no longer really hide it. So I've been trying to buy shirts a little bigger, but there's just something right about you got a good pump and you're out in the world and just like your shoulders and your traps. And I'm not a bodybuilder by any means, but I'm starting to get those shoulders that when I flex, it looks like there's a person coming out of me.
Nice.
You guys know that joke? I'm really proud of that, so I don't mind showing off these sleeves. So, listeners, let me know what you think. I might be out to lunch. I definitely am out to lunch most days. I can't wait for the Davids to tell me I'm wrong, even when they agree with me.
Oh, one follow-up to the last week's episode. They had mentioned that Jessica Butner, does she live in America now? Is that something I missed? Did she
She's trying to
was
get
she
dual
exiled?
citizenship.
Okay.
No, so she wants to move to Indianapolis.
Where?
Oh,
Indianapolis, Indiana.
Oh.
Stop it. What is it really?
Indianapolis. Apples.
What did I say? Indianapolis?
Say it like the state.
Okay, yeah, no, yeah, I did that wrong for sure. Yeah, it is Indianapolis. Indianapolis.
Yeah, there you
all
go.
all the views from Indianapolis gone.
Yeah, Indiana apples. So yeah, so she wants to move from Saskatchewan down to Indianapolis, and I don't I don't know why, but I mean, I'm glad I don't live in Saskatchewan.
America.
Fucking boring
That's why.
in Saskatchewan.
Yeah.
But I guess like that's her goal there. She's trying to get her work visa
Gotcha.
stuff there. So yeah, no, she's definitely she'll be dual citizen. She'll be ours forever though. She can't hide from us.
I did a little rearranging out in the garage today. Freaking that! I hate stall mats. I hate moving stall mats. Moving them isn't even hard. Cutting them's not even hard. It was just getting them to line up because I had a couple that were like 3 years old that Big Eddie gave me, or that I bought up. Big Eddie picked up for me, and really went out of his way. It was super fucking clutch and awesome. And I think he brought me like 4 or 5 a few years ago, and I only used like half of them. So I had two just sitting in the garage for years. So I had some like old stock essentially. So I had some different blanks from the ones that I just picked up last week. So the new blanks and the old blanks, there were about a half-inch difference in length. So when you're trying to lay stall mats, you really don't want to fucking have a huge half-inch, three-quarter-inch difference. I just looked like shit. So then I had to like rearrange everything a couple times to get it to where the bad seam was farther back in the garage and I was able to kind of hide it. But yeah, that was tedious. And it was 90 degrees with like 70% humidity. I'm literally out there.
It's fucking hot, man.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah,
I can't even pretend. I can't even joke about it. Like, it's so hot today. I was laying on the couch and I was just like, I need to go have a cold shower. This is and our air conditioning's on and everything. Like, I hate this heat, but no, I do enjoy. I think Carp said on one of my posts that if trolling Keith was an art form, I would be Picasso. You were like, these stall mats fucking suck. And I was like, you moved them like 4 feet. Stop whining. That was so funny.
I was trying to like explain it to my wife of like, she's like, why? She was essentially like, I just see on her face, like, why did this take you 4 hours or like 2 hours? It was like 2.5 hours from like start to finish, basically. But like, I did a ton of other shit when I was out there. And like, I had to move everything like twice essentially because I had to do one side, move everything to the other side. Like, oh, moving off. This actually harkens back to something that I think Tanner maybe said this once when he was getting like strength co plates delivered or something and like brought one on the podcast. And it was just like a 45-pound plate in a box. And he was like, carrying a plate outside of the gym is the most like awkward thing in the world. Try fucking moving like a 230-pound sandbag when you're not actually trying to lift it.
No,
it's
God,
just
no.
like it's fucking miserable. I'm just sitting there like rolling it with like I'm using like all my body weight just to try to roll it, and I had to move it like fucking 3 times depending on what I was doing with the flooring. It was so fucking taxing.
Where mine are in the gym, it's kind of like super inconvenient that if they're even 2 to 3 inches off of where they're supposed to be, they're just in the way of everything. And you're just like, can I sit on my butt and push with my legs and just move this so I don't have to pick it up?
Oh, I can't say I can really. I don't have to move bags. Not really a big home gym guy yet.
You'll get there.
No. Yeah.
No, but I did have to move stall mats for a remodel at my gym. That was a pain, but it was more than 4 feet, and it didn't take me 2 hours. So,
Fuck both of you guys. You funny bastards.
Speaking of that, speaking of high energy shit, so, fully addicted to these Zins and Zoonics and nicotine pouches. It took like a week until I was just like fully like addicted. So, I'm trying to. No, it's not because I'm not easily addicted to anything. Like I can have a cigar and not have one for 2 weeks, or I can have two a day for a week. And like there's no I'm addicted to this. Same with
Mhm.
anything else I've ever ingested. But these, and then they stopped working. So then they're just sitting there and I'm just like using them for fun now because they taste good. So I got these shipped up from actually are funny enough, Indian apples.
Yes. 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 Yes.
Funny enough, that's where these came from. So they're coffee pouches. So this has
Mhm.
25 milligrams of caffeine in it. And I was like, oh, cool. Like they're like $6 a can, or you get 11 cans for $44 or something. I was like, yeah, fucking hook me up with this mix pack. Um, don't my goal was like to limit the amount of Zyn, like replace 1 or 2 Zyns a day with the coffee pouches. But these coffee pouches just straight up taste like coffee, man. Like there's no like delicious minty. There's like a mint coffee flavor to it.
Ew.
So I use those throughout the day, and I do the 50 mig ones, and
I have them.
I do the Fireball one, and
I just had that one today, and it was the one
it
that I was
tastes
like,
like
I don't think this is the one for me, and I love Fireball.
I think it kind of tastes like Fireball. It tastes like that knockoff one. That's not like the actual whiskey. It's like the wine made one, but
But with coffee.
yeah, a little bit, little hint. If you buy it, if you like nick that pack at all, which is very thin, then yeah, you're gonna get that coffee taste.
Oh yeah, I think I'm just putting them up into dry gums because they're just.
Yeah.
I have one in right now, and actually this mint one is very nice. But yeah, so we'll give those a try too because I got to get off the Zins. Like they're just that's too much nicotine. I can limit my caffeine through my energy drinks and coffee and add these in, but I got to get off those things. Now my only concern is, are these going to yellow my teeth?
No, your concern should be halfway through the day after taking those and drinking your energy drinks, you're gonna feel it. You get that like that overdose feeling of caffeine pretty quick.
Yeah, no, I definitely my normal caffeine intake is a coffee in the morning, and then between 1 and 3 have 140 to 200 milligrams of caffeine. So
Yeah.
I'm just going to limit that to the 140 now, not do the
Yeah.
200s anymore, and then add one of these or two of these later in the day.
Yep.
'Cause my caffeine tolerance is a fucking nightmare right now. So
Yeah.
like doing this right now, 25 milligrams is probably nothing for me. But I
Yeah.
just don't, as long as it doesn't yellow my teeth and make everything crazy, we'll stick to them to try and wean myself off the Zins. So that's that update.
Yeah, stop doing addictive shit, Joey. That's all I can say.
I try to so
I can't allow myself to have that kind of stuff. I'll never quit.
Lou has kind of been a bad influence on me. I use it for my lifting now. I will take if I go for a big lift, I will take either my I have a citrus one, and they're just 3 mgs. I take the citrus or the coffee right before a big hit.
The Zins?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd end up having to do a 6. I threw out the 6s actually because I was doing the 4 milligrams and they're fine, but the 6s like was too big of a jump. I'd be like stoned.
The first time I ever did one was my like technical senior year of college, and I passed out on the floor. Like I literally popped it in.
I
It
can
was
see
a
that.
6 and just went boop, slept in the doorway.
Yeah, I can see that.
Did you have 6 senior years like Bigatron did?
Did I have 16?
What?
No. Did you have 6 senior years like?
Oh yeah, I mean pretty much, yeah, almost.
Nice.
Pretty damn close.
Well, that's about all for the gen. I mean, I've got a lot of shit I could ask you guys and talk about. Hey, Jefferson Deadlift Day, right? Because that's what everybody was doing.
Mm.
When did that pose start? So I saw Big Grant and Big D doing it. We're at the top of your Jefferson deadlift. You look up.
I don't think I've ever done that. I don't know.
I think
Seen
it
everybody do it.
may have started back.
I've never done it though.
It may have started back in the great year of 1776. I don't know.
Sounds about right.
As Jefferson deadlifted across the river.
Yes.
Yeah. That was the River Thames, right?
Yeah.
No, that's
I don't. I'm just saying yes.
England.
What?
That's fucking over there.
It's the Delaware River.
That's over in Davidville.
I know.
He's still allegiant to the crown.
Who? David?
No, you.
Me? Yeah, technically.
Oh yeah, British.
Yeah, until you see the Scottish flag fly up, then I immediately turn into fucking William Wallace and start screaming about the monarchy.
Shooting lightning out your ass.
Anyway, should we move into the ad read for our number one most important sponsor?
All right. Well, are you looking for a group of like-minded individuals that are as crazy about nothing as you are? Well, look no further than the Massonomics podcast. For roughly 2.5 hours every single week for ages to come, you'll be on a fantastic journey of becoming a lifetime intermediate powerlifter, a connoisseur of sparkling beverages, and you might quite possibly learn something new you would have never known about before. But that's not all. With a purchase of just $3 a month, you can join those like-minded individuals and become part of the Massonomics supporting members, but better known as the crew, and share ideas on how to get strong, stay strong, and use your strength. While in the crew, you will have exclusive access to a host of different types of conversations, from the newest shirt blank to the new best equipment on the market for your home gym. Finally, being part of the crew all allows you to get all of the newest merchandise from Massonomics before the general public. Make sure you check out the Massonomics podcast on whatever streaming platform you may use. Check out the YouTube channel and buy a shirt. But most importantly, don't buy their hats.
Very good. Very good.
Thank you,
It's all the
thank
same. It's all the same blanks I hear, though.
Yeah, everything's the same.
Yeah, they're all the same blanks.
Yeah.
Going on to another podcast to complain about us complaining.
Except this one.
Except that one. That's a different
Yeah,
blank.
different.
And the red one was a different blank.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Keith, you want to get our guest on the horn?
Yeah, let's get Charlie's Lucky Loser out of here. And let's see. Here he is. Big Matt, is that you, buddy?
That is me. I'm here.
Welcome to the Unpaid and Underrated podcast. We are
Thank you for having me.
we always hit you with the hardest one first. So what brought you to Massonomics?
Well, I was super about heavy lifting, and I was at the YMCA in Aberdeen, the famous YMCA of Aberdeen.
With the missing toilet paper?
There's a lot more than just missing toilet paper. Working there, trying to get strong, train people to get strong. Did a powerlifting meet for the guys there at the Y for the staff. Tanner saw it on Instagram and said, "Hey, you should come right over to that mysterious place in Aberdeen and come lift at the gym." And so then I was hooked.
So what year was that, give or take? Because
yeah, I was there for.
Gotcha. So relatively new to the Massonomics world, and so you got like 2 years or so, or a year and a half.
Yes, but I knew about Massonomics beforehand.
Gotcha.
My
Massonomics, the gym, or like
the
whole persona.
The brand, actually, because
Okay.
I saw, I can't think what his name is. He's the guy that does the kick flips with the deadlifts.
Mikey, maybe.
Yes. I saw his videos on Instagram a while back. I think that might have even been either during COVID or pre-COVID, and I saw those, and I was like, that looks familiar. And then I moved to Aberdeen, and I was like, oh, right there.
Nice.
I'm kind of bummed you didn't say, the billboards.
Yeah, no.
I saw
I
Googled it.
I avoid that street at all costs.
Mm-hmm. Every street in Aberdeen that I drove on was fucking gridlock traffic. I swear to God. Like, I don't understand. It's such a small place. I couldn't get anywhere like in a timely manner.
Wait till you go back this year. I'm gonna leave that up to you, but it's pretty bad.
More construction, more GPSs telling you to go the wrong way because it's fucking street shut down.
Yep, it's gonna be a lot of Steve and Larry yelling at people in a hole.
All right, what's your Hall of Fame status?
As of today, because I'm here on the podcast, I'm at 11.
Ooh, there you go.
And I'm working. I am working my way through the backlogs, and I'll be at 12.
Is that what you think you'll need? Is that the most achievable one to hit 12?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
unless Tanner makes a fake contest for me to win.
Yeah, no, I need a fucking contest to win. If anybody,
you guys ever won a contest?
Nope. Oh, wait. Actually, if I count my dead hang contest, I'm pretty sure I won that before Tanner.
I'm not sure what.
Yeah, no, was.
So at the gym.
Oh yeah, no, it's gotta be like it's gotta be like a crew thing, and it's gotta be an actual. Like,
I mean, it was all crew members, so
I don't know.
We'll let Tanner decide that one.
No druthers for that one.
I'm not the keeper of that, so let's take that.
No, I will go through the backlog and get that before the meet.
So where are you at in the backlog, and how is that? Because
I think I'm roughly at 100 because I'm still keeping up with.
Okay.
I'm keeping up with the new ones, and then I also listen to another
So you started
podcasts
about
that they've been on. So
a year and a half. Yeah, nice. You started about a year and a half ago or so. So you're up to date from then, and then you're about 100 episodes in. So you got a
yeah,
good 300 episodes, 200 episodes to catch back up on. So how is that listening like simultaneously to 2017, 18 Tanner and Tommy to 2024 Tanner and Tommy?
honestly, it's a little more geared at my pace. They talk a lot more about like strength training and what they do. So kind of more down my alley. But I mean, I still love like the
No,
nothing.
that's what's cool about the backlog
Yeah.
is there might be something in it there for you too. So it's what got him here. So it's good stuff. Where are people going to find you? What's your Instagram, Discord, anything people want to find you on just so they know who you're talking to?
Instagram is matthew.sunling.cpt. Might be underscore. No, it's not. TikTok is the underscore Matthew underscore Sunling. And yeah, Discord, I couldn't even tell you.
Yeah, it's I could probably take Discord out. I don't think anyone really cares. Well,
It changes every server I go to. So
yeah, it's only important, I guess, if people when your name is so different. Like at least, I know yours is like Matt or Matthew or something. So your Discord is your real name, so that's easy enough.
part of the ongoing battle against the Davids,
The Mats.
the Mats.
Oh yeah, there are. Is Matt the highest repeat name?
No, I think David is. I think David still is.
No, there's like 3 Davids.
Yeah,
No,
there's
'cause
also
there's-
sleeper Davids.
But there's
there's no way David is even in like the top 3.
so I'm pretty sure there's two Matts, two Matthews, and there's Matthias if you count that because like
I don't count
yeah, I didn't think you did because I don't think you said in the podcast it counted. So
no, there's like 10 Ryans in there.
oh yeah, I guess Ryan's in
So
the
many
third
fucking
party.
Ryans. And there's there's like 3 or 4 Joeys now too, or Joe,
Yeah.
Joey, Josephs. There's a lot of Joes. So
Yeah.
I don't think David's even on the Mount Rushmore. Even though
Well, we just don't like the Davids more. We hate them the most.
Well, that's a different contest, but yes.
Yeah, it's gonna be
We
a
are not the-
Rascals type of
We are not
type
the
of
most
thing, eh?
likable of crew.
Ryans come out and play.
Nice. Or I think were they supposed to do a mini series of that?
Do you think
Um,
Tommy would get that reference?
No.
No.
I don't think 99% of the people listening to this podcast got that reference because I know what I can't think of the name of the movie. I know.
Oh, what?
Oh, Warriors. Yeah.
Yeah.
I knew it. Yeah, good stuff.
You missed it where I
Well,
said Rascals and then quoted.
You
the
did say
Warriors.
I
that's
heard
why I
Rascals,
was
but-
even. That's
Yeah.
all. I assumed it was a Joey misstep, and I'm like, no, but that's fucking the Warrior. I don't get it. No. They're going to
I'm
war with
so-
the bar.
I'm so fucking tired. All
Going
right.
to
Just out here trolling Keith, exhausted and hot.
You're not trolling me. It can't. If you just misspeak, how's that a troll? That's not fair.
Yeah, sure, misspoke.
I love how Jen called me. Like, I guess we were all busting Cody's balls for saying niche instead of niche last week or something. Well, by we all
Saw
it's like
that.
someone said it, and then I ran with it on the Instagram, and then Jen pointed out like, well, you can make fun of him for that, but then I completely butchered some quote or phrase, and I was like, I do remember butchering that, and I'm glad someone caught that. It was funny.
It was a great story.
Shut up.
You gonna put that one in your memoirs or?
So Matt, have you you're from Oregon. You've
Yeah.
you've been in Aberdeen, now you're in Omaha, I believe. Is that where else you visit? Is it everywhere you've been?
Yeah, it's not everywhere I've been. So Oregon, grew up around the state, went to a couple different towns. But Lincoln City is where I call home there. Then I went to Washington for my first 2 years of school. And then ended up in Aberdeen after COVID, which was good and bad. Basketball ended, powerlifting started, and then ended up here in Omaha. Now I get to see Lou every day.
That's pretty
Every
exciting.
day.
Lose a
You guys
good
train
dude.
at the same gym then, right?
Yeah, but he has switched times, and our powerlifting group has now fallen apart at our gym. We used to have like
That's
25
nice.
lifters, and we have 4.
No.
Fucking Lou. What?
It's
all
not just
because
him.
of-
It's not
No,
just
I
him.
know. I'm just
It's actually There's one guy that moved that took everybody out. So
It's super hard to coordinate more than a couple guys. Like it
Mhm.
is extremely hard to coordinate. And it's been funny because we've been kind of seeing that firsthand, and like in some of the Discord, because you got the Sioux Fall boys and some of
Yep.
the Watertown guys, and where the hell's Nate from? Is it's another one of those towns over there?
Nate, like Thomas?
No. Oh, sorry, Jake. I meant Jake
Oh,
because Jake's not in.
Brookings.
Okay, yeah. So like
Yeah.
Watertown, because they're all driving like an hour and a half to work out sometimes now, because that's just kind of cool. But seeing them trying to coordinate that, it's been like, oh, good stuff, guys.
This is me calling out Paul a little bit, but every time I drive through Sioux Falls and hit him up, he's out of town or he doesn't read my text. So
Good old Paulie. Oh, happy anniversary to the Flosses, I believe yesterday,
that's
Mm-hmm.
and happy anniversary today to the Cessnys.
Yeah. Okay. You're looking at me like you want me to talk.
No, I just shoehorn it in there. Hopefully, Nate
Yeah,
can
rep-
fill that dead air.
rep the other Matthew there.
Yep. All right. So we did your Hall of Fame status.
Yes.
So, I mean, you're relatively new, right? About a year, 2 years in.
Yep.
When you see us all wearing shirts and you see all the backlog, what's the one shirt or a piece of clothing you wish you had?
For every single day that I was at Massonomics Gym, Tanner would walk in the sweats, the joggers, and I want them. I have told him every day he walks in, I want them. But
There's a black one with the red lift on it.
no, I think it says
Or-
it's Massonomics on the side with the original lift.
Okay.
Whatever you call it.
Yeah, logo.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. Whatever that term is. Like I don't type on computers all day.
I remember those. I didn't order those either because I think I just ordered the Lift Evil one. And I was like, I don't need more sweats.
Right.
I was wrong. Keith, you want to do least fun, most fun?
Let's do it. So you had
Ooh.
touched on playing basketball. So
Yes.
before we get too far, anyone listening, so least fun, most fun, relatively new segment that we came up with here. Basically, I'm going to give you a topic and you just tell me the least fun thing about it and the most fun thing about it. You're not comparing it to anything else. You're just the high and the low of this individual topic. So playing college basketball, least fun, most fun.
Most fun, probably my first party with my buddies in Pasco, Washington at Columbia Basin College. That was a hell of a time right before COVID. Least fun, and I'm calling him out by name, and any of my buddies that listen to this, Stan Holt is by far the least fun time I had playing basketball.
Was that a coach or a trainer?
Yeah.
Or
So he was our head coach my last year, and the whole reason I made the switch to powerlifting was I tore my calf, my gastroc twice, because he made us go to a military camp out in Iowa, and I hit the 90-degree board and tore it right off the bone.
Jesus.
And then he told me I was perfectly fine, and I went to so many doctors, and they're like, "Nope, you need surgery."
Mm-hmm.
Never got it. So
Yeah, they'll do that. That's like, I think I've shared the story before. Like my high school gym teacher made me hate fitness.
Yeah.
And then I didn't do anything for years. So I'm sorry that happened to you. I'm also sorry you had to go to Iowa.
yeah, gosh, I go
Hello, Iowa.
I go to Iowa every day, so that's where I work.
I don't even know anything about Iowa. I just wanted to bother a few Iowans.
I know who you're talking about.
I know they're listening.
But just to follow up on that too,
Yep.
we're still in the, well, I mean the game's over. At least that was epic. You played college basketball. You know, how'd that go? And as far as you know, what level did you play at? Were you at the same school the whole time? All that.
Right. So I started off in a smaller conference in the Pacific Northwest called the NWAC, at a school called Columbia Basin College. The town is called Pasco. It's the Tri-City. We all call it El Pasco, obvious reasons, higher population of a certain individual. And then moved out to Aberdeen to play at Presentation College, which is closed now. Tanner's talked about it a few times. The dome that he goes to with his kids.
Oh yeah.
That's
Yeah,
our
yeah.
old football dome. Our logo's still on the field.
Gotcha.
And then, just that was the NAIA level. So pretty common out here in the Midwest is NAIA ball. Unless you're playing D1, like you're probably going to go NAIA.
Okay. Cool. What were you? You're like I met you, so you're like what 6'3", 6'4"?
My driver's license is 6'5", but I'm probably 6'4".
Okay, so you played you were a power forward at a small school, then I'm guessing.
So junior college, I played a lot of like 2-3, and then got to my 4 year afterwards, and it was like a 4 or 5 role. If I
Yeah.
played, I was hurt so often I didn't play. So
Gotcha. Well, that's pretty cool. I haven't had it's cool to actually get like collegiate. Nope, that's collegiate.
collegiate, it's
Yeah,
collegiate,
that's collagen. Yeah, that's
collegiate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Call it get.
None of those words are accurate.
Well, one is
all
more
right.
fun to say.
So, second least fun, most fun. That'll also segue into another like kind of story here. Planning a public marriage engagement.
Oh, that was interesting. Most fun part was obviously doing it and like planning with all my buddies to like clear the space. The I would say the least fun part was the back and forth with emails because I started planning like 4 months ahead and I didn't get a response until like a week before after the first couple emails. So I was like, are we doing it? Are we not? What's going on? So
All right. So game's over, and then as far as so just tell us everything. Anyone that followed you saw you just had a public engagement where you kind of surprised her at a concert, I believe. So you just want to walk everyone
Yes.
through that real quick.
Yep. So we were going to a Charles Wesley Godwin concert. He's an East Coast artist, just a little bit south, I believe, of you, Keith, West Virginia.
Word.
And we saw him back in 2022 in Oregon with Zach Bryan, and we kind of talked to him there at that concert afterwards. We went to the after party, but not too extensively. And then just out of the blue, I was like, you know what, I got to plan this like in depth. So I shot a random DM. I was like, we already have tickets, might as well try. Woke up the next morning, had a response, hooked me up with the tour manager, and we just went back and forth until we got a plan together. And then pieces kind of just all fell together without too much work on like the planning side of things. My buddies were showing up for the concert. I was like, oh, hey, you want to clear space for us? I'll buy you drinks and we'll have a good time. And then I haven't posted this yet, but we went up on the stage and danced. The picture's up,
nice.
not the video, to Country Roads. So
that's cool.
Yeah.
That is
That's
awesome.
exciting.
Yeah. No, I'm actually I'm
Did she say yes?
Yes, she said yes. Yeah. We still live together, so it'd be kind of awkward if she said no.
and
For a few minutes.
I think my favorite part of that was earlier when you said your favorite part of that the most fun part of the proposal was doing it, and then we kind of just left it at that, just like doing it. It's like, oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
You got that part out of the way already. That's good. Yeah, David's. That's a sex reference.
Yes, he's speaking to intercourse.
Yes. Well, congratulations and
congratulations on intercourse.
Yeah, thank you.
I heard it's great. One day I hope to achieve it.
And actually, like, well, no, because I just clicked off the got engaged last week, so in my head I was
speaking from experience.
and yeah, it felt like a Saturday, but it wasn't a Saturday. All right, so you are signed up again for the Lift Hard Live Easy, I'm hoping, right?
Yes,
round 2.
Yeah, round 2.
Yeah, I did see you got the you sent me the Road to the Lift Hard Live Easy. I don't think I actually got a chance to watch it yet, but I will get that saved and get it posted.
I had to film it like 4 times, so
some people have been putting a lot of effort into those, and I've had others that are just like, but one take, here's 45 seconds. I'm like, that's cool too. I'll take whatever you guys want to give us. So
you told me a minute, 40 seconds. What?
Yeah.
No, you post whatever you want.
Oh my god.
I liked the minute or under, but I've gotten several that were a couple minutes, and I'm like, that's fine. Just please at least clip them for me, so I don't have to clip them myself because I can't post like a 3-minute video. It's got to be.
I did mine in one take, and then I was like, okay, I'm gonna do a reshoot, but I'm gonna try like a different, like, because I did like a kind of Macho Man Hulk Hogan mix, right? And then I was like, maybe if I come in with a Kevin Nash attitude, or maybe with a Scott Hall laid back NWO attitude, I couldn't catch it. I ended up doing the first take.
Yeah.
So it was pretty fun.
My first video, I was so stressing over the minute. I was like trying to add a logo for 3 seconds to make it a minute, and I was so close to just being like, Keith, take this and I don't care what you put in front, put it in front.
You just put the Keith's head. When all else fails, you put the Keith's head for like a second.
Yeah.
And it works for me every time.
Oh.
It's weird looking at myself the whole time right now.
That's great.
Got my my
just
face is his background. He's fingering my nose right now.
I got you up above me too.
I'm getting fingered on both. I'm getting fucking I'm getting spit roasted over here. So
you can always change yours to me. Like, there's plenty of pictures of me out there.
So meat prep's going good. We're all like, less than fucking 2.5 weeks away. But
Yeah.
basically, I have less than 2 weeks of training left, essentially. So ready to peak and get all that dialed in.
Yeah, I don't know. I peak kind of weird, so I always do it 3 weeks out, and I just take my biggest. And really, this time I just focus on squat. Like I knew deadlift's gonna be there, but I messed my hip up for deadlift, and I was like, I'm gonna take it, and we'll ride off adrenaline. If I'm hurt afterwards, I got a long off season, so I took my heaviest squat, somewhat heaviest bench. Really was just trying to see, like, are my triples, are my thirds from the last meet going to be my openers for this meet? Because that's always my goal, is turn third attempts into openers.
That's a big fucking that's an aggressive goal to do for
I
all
sandbagged
3 lifts
last
simultaneously. Time. Okay, yeah, I got it.
I sandbagged it really bad last time, like 479 at King of the North moved so easy. I looked at it, I was like, that's bad.
Nice. Well, how was the Watertown Throwdown a couple weeks ago? You have fun there?
Oh yeah, it was great. Except, hurt hip and trying to squat heavy. So.
Yeah. Did you fucking telling me about your hurt hip, and didn't you take like 455 for a double or something?
So I just commented this on YouTube. Tommy cheated me out of 12 pounds. It was 467.
Oh no.
So it was 467 for a double, which technically is most I've ever done for a double, at least with a squat bar. So I've done a little bit more on a power bar, and then also with safety squat bar I've done more.
That's impressive. Safety squat bars typically I'm like 5 to 10%. Well, probably closer to 10% weaker on SSB.
Transformer bar, so it's a little cheater. But
yeah, depending on you can put the transformer in a low bar setting and just have it be more advantageous. So I guess that's different. Gotcha. So you mentioned you were working at the YMCA in Aberdeen, and you're still working at a YMCA, but I'm assuming you're a little more farther up the chain now. So tell everybody what you do for a living if you want.
So I'm a health and wellness director at our YMCA, which I was told not to reference the name, but really fun place to work. Not your typical YMCA. We have a lot. So when I came down here to Omaha, I had a chance to work at 2 different locations. I chose the one I'm at now in Iowa because it was more like powerlifters and Olympic lifters, and just people want to get strong. So like every day I walk up there, we have Texas deadlift bar, we have an axle bar, we have 2 competition bars, and the only thing we're missing now is squat bar and a competition rack, and we'll be set. But
that's awesome.
Yeah,
like
nice.
I've never even heard of a Y having that kind of stuff.
Right.
Yeah, it's not super common, so this is pretty cool.
I will say there's another Y in our area that actually hosts like full powerlifting meets because they have a full rack, minus kilo plates, because that's kind of hard to like put in the budget. But
yeah, and then you're gonna have like your 70-year-old grandpa not knowing what to do with a fucking a 25-pound red, and just like, what is this? I just want to bench 225. What the fuck?
Yes,
that makes sense.
But yeah, so I basically just train people all day and do a little bit of paperwork on the side, go to meetings, and then train people some more, and then lift on my own time, which is really nice. Spend most of my day working with like older individuals. A lot of them actually want to get into powerlifting, so I get to just teach squat, bench, and deadlift all day long.
That's awesome.
So, no, you don't have to buy your own membership there like Big Jake does at his fucking gym, do you?
No. So when I moved down here, I was trying to work at the gym I lift at now, and they were like, yeah, you got to pay $500 a month to train, and then on top of that pay the like $45 for the membership. I was like, yeah, that's not happening. I'll just lift here and then
they want $500 to then you can coach and not to give them kickbacks per client. Okay.
Yeah. Well, they don't even offer the kickbacks. It's strictly just pay $500 a month.
Which, I mean, what do you gotta get? Like, that's if you have a shitty couple weeks, like that's I mean, that's your. I mean, I guess I get it, but
I mean, they do have a nice setup. It's like you bring in 10 people to the gym, it's $100 off. So I mean, like if I take what I have now, I mean, I'm paying like $350 if I take raw numbers, $300 if I'm aggressive about it. So
it sounds like your gym's an MLM, to be honest with you.
A little bit.
Well, I mean, it's also like they if they're going to allow, because they're allowing people to train. I mean, then most gyms don't allow personal training unless they're offering it or they're
Yeah.
getting that, like, you basically pay rent. You have to
Right,
work
yeah.
like,
That's
what
exactly what it is.
That's what I thought the 500 was you give us 500, and then you bill your clients whatever you need to bill.
Yes, yeah. That's what it is. It's just you get an incentive to bring in, like, so everybody that comes in to train has to be a member too, which is
I
like
guess it is a pyramid scheme, but it's
a little
not,
bit.
like it is, but it isn't. It's got to be a better, like if someone's trying to sell you fucking something that isn't going to work, that's a pyramid scheme. That's what you're talking about. I mean, it's the same concept.
Redcon. What? Yeah.
So it sounds like you're working. You're pretty busy. You have much time to do any fishing?
For the most part, actually, I've been getting back into it, so I do get some time. I've kind of cut back my training, so I have some free days here and there. I went from 6 days to 5 days, so I take an extra day in the week. Say, I'm going to go fishing.
Nice. So living all over the country, is fishing completely different in like where you grew up to where you've lived, to where you're living now? Like, do you have to like do stuff different to catch the fish, or are you just catching the same fish kind of?
I mean, like, so I grew up, actually, he can't see, my dad's in the background, and he was a guide when I was younger.
Me?
So
I'm your dad.
not you.
Okay,
No,
good
my
enough.
dad is actually visiting. So he was a guide when I was younger, and we did a lot of like salmon and steelhead fishing. So you have both those out in New York,
Probably.
in the big lakes. So we did a lot of that. Once I moved to Washington, I really got into bass fishing, and catfish, but I could never like go out consistently. And then South Dakota, it was like pike, catfish. There you go. That's all you get. So it's kind of what I go for now. It's expensive, so.
Oh, the hobby itself, just like buying all the
You think powerlifting's expensive? Wait till you get to fishing.
Oh, because you have to have a license in like 3 different states now too. If you're
Mhm.
you probably actively have a couple different states that you're actively.
So right now I just have my Nebraska, but at one point I did have Oregon, Washington, and South Dakota, and a Montana in there too because it's on the way. So
Gotcha. Be good.
One thing I never got into is fishing.
you're in Canada, man. That's like all you got. That and hunting.
What?
I thought all Canadians
That's
ice
not
fish.
true at all.
Just barren
all
wilderness
Canadians
up
just ice
there.
fish like 9 months a year. That was the thing.
Yes.
No,
I'll
be honest.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. South Dakota is literally just all ice fishing. So
Yeah. I was gonna say, aren't they north of me? Like, what are you talking about?
shh, don't tell them that.
Heath is actually north of me too, technically. Like if you're looking at straight up parallels.
Oh, I know.
Is it really?
He is. Yeah.
Are we like equally? I
I don't know. Maybe.
I don't like if I am, it's not by much. Just to see here.
So okay, weird thing. You love sour candy?
I know who wrote that.
Is that true? Because my wife's the same way. She's like, no, she won't touch black licorice. She won't touch any of my favorite stuff. But she's like, sour candy, yeah, put it in my veins.
I don't like black licorice, but there are some weird ones out there that I like. Can't think what it's called. They're the little gummies. You normally buy them in like country stores. Not gummies. They're hard candies. I can't think what the flavor is, but it's very like bitter. It's really good. It's not just sour candy. It's just like that's the go-to because it's most abundant on the stores. It's either chocolate or sour. Like that's your choice.
Chocolate all day, every day.
It's just
Maybe 1 out of 10 sour, but I don't think I've had sour candy since I was like a kid at a movie theater.
You don't take Sour Patch when you go to deadlift, or not deadlifts, I guess bench. I do it at deadlift, but
no,
maybe some
I'll do like
fish.
The Swedish fish are top tier. Swedish berries.
Okay, so like to me, like sour, especially who wrote this question because I know who it was. They assimilate like Swedish fish, any of those like fruity candies as like sour.
What?
Yeah,
that person's straight up wrong. My favorite,
yeah.
I think my favorite candy, because sometimes I have them post workout. Like if it's a really heavy session, I'm like want to mess with my glucose and make sure, so I'll like pop a candy. I'll do like Coke bottles. Think of those little gummy Coke bottles.
Yeah. Oh, I don't like those.
I love those.
Those are the one I really don't like. My go-to candy is normally the cherry sours. So like if that's where they're getting, I love the cherry sours.
Oh, cherry blasters.
Sure, they're called cherry sours when you go to the mecca of Casey's. So
what does that mean?
You don't know
Casey's is like the store?
Casey's
Yeah, it's
gas station.
the
Keith got introduced to this because he rode with me.
so yeah, we didn't actually get to go to it, but isn't the billboard right next to a Casey's?
Yes, it's the only
Okay, so,
Casey's in Aberdeen.
yeah, so we
Oh,
will
okay.
everyone. So yeah, Casey's breakfast pizza is like Midwest renowned apparently. Like I hear about it on like 3 different fucking podcasts I listen to. I think so.
Yes, it's
All right.
amazing.
Well, I guess I'll
So
get
good.
learned on that one.
Yep.
Yeah. So we don't have Casey's. We have something called the Bulk Barn up here, which is
The
again
Bulk Barn.
infinitely better.
What do you guys have, Keith? Isn't it? Do you guys have QT up there?
No, we've got I don't know, Burned Airy and fucking Exxon and shit.
Just basics.
I miss Sheets. Sheets is my favorite. Like I don't have Sheets in New York, but Sheets is the best gas station I've ever been to.
Couldn't tell you. Don't know a sheet.
Yeah, me
They're the
neither.
best.
Well, Bulk Barn's not a gas station. Bulk Barn is like you literally just go and they have barrels of shit, and then
Yeah.
you buy it by the weight.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, so that's where we get all our candy because it's just they have everything and you can control how much you buy.
Well, speaking of things you can control, have you had any better luck with the GPS trying to find that fucking bar that we were trying to go to in Crew Falls last winter? That was fucking.
That was
we,
horrible.
So
That was fucking horrible.
Yeah, we were trying to have a little Crew Falls. We all got into Crew Falls I think on Friday, but nothing was really happening until Saturday. And there was like 4 of us trying to get together and do something, and it was just hard to coordinate. And Matt picked me up, and we were gonna go meet Paul and Masonomics, I believe, at some bar, and like whatever we put in the GPS just took it to some fucking dude's house.
Yeah.
Like it was nowhere near. And then when he re-entered it, it was like 20 minutes in the other fucking side of goddamn Sioux Falls.
Not the
Like,
other
yeah.
side. So I will
Okay,
say this:
still-
it was still the western side. So where we went was T, and if you don't know the geography of Sioux Falls, you have Sioux Falls and you got all the surrounding little towns, right? So like there's T, and that's where the Liberty Barbell was where we went. But we went way to the western side of T, like way out there. Some random dude's house. He had like some weird like bar sign in the window, but it wasn't a bar. And I don't know who messaged me. It was either Paul. I think it was Paul that messaged me, and he's like, "Where the fuck are you guys?"
Yeah.
I'm like, "Booney bushes. I'm abducting Keith."
And all I wanted to do was fucking eat dinner. I remember I was sitting at the bar. I was sitting at the bar at the restaurant, and I had wings ordered. And then you texted and was like, "I can pick you up in like 10 minutes." And I was like, "Cool." In my mind, I was like, "That means I can eat in like 30 minutes," because it was already like 7:30, 8 o'clock, and I hadn't eaten since like.
No, I'm on the dot.
Yeah, but then like we went and met fucking Paul and Mason at a bar, and there was literally like we weren't gonna be able to get food there for like 90 minutes because like they didn't have a table for at least an hour. So we ended up going to another just like an actual like restaurant like 10 minutes away and like just smashed a mediocre steak, but it was some chain. I don't even remember.
Referees. Which oh my gosh, that burger was amazing.
Was it? Okay, good deal. Yeah, I think I had a big ass steak and potatoes if I recall.
Yeah, you're the odd one out. We all got burgers, and you're just over there fucking eating a steak.
So hungry, man.
So East Coast.
No, he loves his steaks.
I do.
I do too, but like you go to a restaurant like that, it's a burger.
Yeah. That's funny. Even Morgan was just like, Keith fucking loves steak. And I was like, I fucking love steak, but I'm the only one in the house. So I never don't talk
My
about
wife
it
loves
as
steak,
much.
so it's easy.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
we do steak. Like if we don't cook a lot, and if we do, it's pretty much fucking steak.
Yeah.
If we're gonna make dinner, 9 times out of 10, it's steak.
I wish.
So video games. I saw video games that are a hobby from like 3 different people. So what do you play? What do you like? Is that you have an addiction, or is it just you know?
I mean, what do we qualify? What are we
I
quantifying
don't know.
as an
Well,
addiction?
Are you more addicted to video games as Joey is currently to Zen?
Oh no,
No way. Not a
How many?
fucking
How many Zins did you say you take a day?
like 4.
Yeah, no, not
Like,
no.
I'm at like 16 to 20
Yeah.
milligrams a day.
No.
All right, so
I am
you're
so
less
right-
than that.
right now. I am super into MLB. And I've always been into MLB, the show franchise. I've always been into it.
Baseball for anyone that's not.
Yes,
I was going to say,
baseball.
is that Major League Baseball? Thank you. Yeah.
Yes.
You guys have a team up there. Come on, you had 2.
What? Up here in Canada?
Edmonton.
Yes.
Toronto Blue Jays and the Edmonton.
I know about Toronto.
No,
Blue Jays.
not Edmonton.
Oh, what's the?
Come on, the
I haven't
Expos.
watched
Ottawa.
baseball.
Montreal Expos.
Expos.
Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I watch like
So-
2 minutes of the World Series every
It's all
like
good.
5 years at best.
So I'm really into that, and it's mainly because I got into the Diamond Dynasty series, which is you collect cards. So like if you play 2K, it's my team. If you play Madden, that's Ultimate Team. So I'm collecting baseball cards, and it's like always this constant battle of get the best card. And right now it's just pissing me off because I joined a game and people are hitting home runs off my best cards. So I'm like, but I mean, I also play some Call of Duty here and there.
Word.
Don't play much else other than those two. Maybe I really got into, it's very nerdy, got into playing Arma on my Xbox, and that was a shit show. That I spent probably like 6 hours playing that one day.
Nice. Well, I do enjoy those days every now and then where you just fucking just go right into it and just wait. You look up.
You
and
meet fun
realize
people.
I don't do the online mode
No,
stuff.
I can't do the online stuff.
I do. Call of Duty is really fun. Takes me back to my childhood when playing MW2 and people just cursing at me.
Your childhood is or as I refer to them as my early 30s.
Yeah.
So speaking of that, basically, so anyone my age roughly or thereabouts that play video games, NCAA football 25 is coming back. Like
Yes.
there hasn't been an EA Sports college football game. There hasn't been a college football game at all since 2013. Since like the players sued essentially because they weren't getting any money for it, and now with NIL they can actually pay them. So we're getting a college football game on video on getting a video game college football video game for the first time in fucking like 14 years, 12 years, whatever the fuck it is. That's the greatest thing ever. But you would have never actually played the original series, I'm guessing, like NCAA football.
Yes, I definitely did. First, like one of my first games was actually with
you had to be like a kid then when you played.
Yeah, it was with what's his first name? Is it Al Harrington from the Oregon Ducks? I think it's 2000. Joey.
That would have been 2003.
Yeah, 2003.
Whoa. So Al Harrington's from Family Guy.
Okay, well, you know what? I was throwing out laughing. Okay, I was young. Great. I just looked at the back.
No, that's
back of the jersey.
Al Harrington is the wacky inflatable arm flailing tube man guy.
No, Joey Harrington is going to be an unpaid underrated later. You fuck. No, you're good. No, that's
fanboy out here. No, yeah, so that was the first one. That one, and then 2004 USC quarterback, and I can't think what his name was, but I played that. Yeah, I played that one a lot.
Oh, I'm so.
But my first like sports game was Madden 2001. So I was like 5, and I played that.
Jesus,
I got it a couple years late, but I still that was my first one.
Gotcha. Cool. Yeah, I like me. I'm sure there's a lot of crew that are excited for that game. The only crappy thing is it literally comes out.
My god,
it comes out fucking July 18th. So like I'm 19th. Literally gonna.
18th. 18th. Well, so maybe 19th for you because you are on the East Coast. Yeah. For all of us, a little more west. Comes out at 11 o'clock for me, and then my buddies back home. It's like 9 o'clock.
Yeah. So for anyone not looking at the calendar, the video game comes out during fucking the Lift Hard Live Easy Classic, and this is a game that like almost my entire childhood and like early 20s, like I don't people like we used to go to GameStop at 11 o'clock on a fucking Thursday or whatever the night was to buy the game that released at midnight. Like and then I would go fucking play the game for like 4 hours, like for like 5 years straight. Once I had I think I actually had a license. Like I fucking was addicted to this game.
No, I definitely did that. So when I took a gap year between high school and college. My senior year gap year, freshman and sophomore year of college, I did. I didn't play it professionally, but I got like sponsorships and stuff to play 2K. And I made Instagram content. It's no longer out there because I took all that stuff down. But I shouldn't have because it was a very popular page and I had a lot of stuff on it. But yeah, I was outside the store every single time from like 2K13 all the way till like 2K20. COVID hit.
Yeah.
Waiting for the game. So
I'm just gonna order that on Amazon and have it waiting for me when I get back Monday. Well, I guess.
Getting it on my Xbox pre-downloaded already.
I get back Sunday night, so I'll play it all day Monday before I go back to work because I'm taking a Keith Day Monday, and in case the travel fucks me.
I do the pre-download thing. Assassin's Creed, the new one comes out in November. I'll have it pre-downloaded by next week.
What should I? I'm still a hard disk guy. Should I switch? Like,
no, hard disk. I
feel like if I do the download, like I already can only have like 2 games.
Well, what do you play on?
PS5.
Oh yeah, no, hard disk.
Yeah, I don't think I'll ever do a digital download. I think the only time I got a digital download was when it came free with the system, but I've never paid for a digital download.
I'll hard disk new games usually, unless it's Assassin's Creed and I desperately want to play the new one. But classic games, all hard disk as well. And the Arkham series I downloaded because it was like all three games for $9.
Did you get
Oh,
that
yeah,
on PC or did you get that on
I've actually played it on everything, and I
Okay.
currently have it on PS5. I've beaten that game to 110% 3 times each.
I always buy it, play like a couple minutes, get past the Ivy mission, and then just screw around.
Yep. No, I usually that's what I do, but then sometimes I'll just make it a mission to just go.
Yeah.
And then other times it's screw around. But yeah, I've
No.
completed that game.
Speaking of games, I know Lou asked, or you guys asked Lou this question for wrestling games. So this is kind of for you, Joey. What was your first wrestling game? Because I don't remember what you said for that one.
It was probably WCW NWO Revenge.
Okay. Is that
N64.
Oh, okay, not Dreamcaster. I was thinking it was Dreamcaster.
No. No, I didn't really play any wrestling games on Dreamcast because I never had a Dreamcast. My friends did. We played
Gotcha.
mostly Marvel vs. Capcom on Dreamcast.
What was your favorite though?
Probably NWO. That's
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
Okay.
Because, well, obviously, like it was formative, right?
Yep.
It was my introduction to video games. It was my
Right,
introduction
right.
to wrestling video games, and it had the characters and the entrances, and Chris
Yeah.
Jericho had his voice in it, and it was like Raven was on the cover. Raven's one of my top tier, favorite wrestlers of all time. So like, it was really. But then they got like, it was like A, B, and the joystick were your fucking moves, and you could
Yep.
go up an A or down an A, or you could hold A and go up an A and down an A. And those
Go up
were
an
your
A.
moves. And then they would be like, I think by the time you got to the WWE, the same people made WWE I want to say WrestleMania 2000, and it was the
Sounds
same
right.
format.
Yep. Good game.
Yep. But then by the time you got into the Attitude games,
THQ.
yeah, your moves were like hold A to grapple and then do up, left, over, down, C, 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 A, B, and then you could do your finisher. And you're like, I'm not fucking doing this. Like I'm 10. I'm not doing that to do my finisher.
Right.
So that would
So-
be by the time I gave up on wrestling games.
This one right here, between this one, which you can't see now, you can just see Undertaker. 2008 and 2010 were my two favorite. By far, I thought were the best ones.
Yep. Was that the SmackDown versus
Yeah.
Raw, right? Raw versus
Yes.
SmackDown?
So
Definitely good
eight-
games.
8 was the first one that had ECW, and it had CM Punk from ESW, and I was like, ECW.
Was that the one where you could go backstage and fight backstage if you
Yes.
threw them properly?
Yes.
Okay, yep. So I remember that game.
Oh no, actually no, sorry, that was 2009. 2009 you could throw them backstage. 2008 was the first one that had Backstreet Brawls.
Got
So-
it. Yeah, then and then they started letting you throw them backstage and
Yes.
go through tables and stuff like that. Yeah, I remember all those. And now
Keep
I have
playing
the new
those.
ones are just fucking awful. Like I appreciate the graphics.
24 is good. I actually like
Is it?
24. Yeah, I actually do like it. I don't like having to pay for like CM Punk, but you do what you do.
The Fiend, I think he was the pre-order and then he died and they just kind of released him.
Yeah, so he was supposed to be pre-order in 23. You had to pay for him, and then they released him as part of the season pass. So you still had to pay for him, but it was like, here's this.
No. Now I don't know. And again, microtransactions and stuff like that usually turn
They're
me
fun
off
stuff.
games.
Yeah.
Sorry, Keith. It wasn't my fault
You-
this time.
No. We rambled about football for like 10 minutes. So I just, something that had slipped through the cracks, if you will, the first time I looked through these notes.
Yep.
You have a Ronnie Coleman tattoo on your ass?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah,
Let's hear
buddy.
that one. Let's want to hear that story.
I do not have a Ronnie Coleman tattoo.
I know somebody said you did. Why did someone say that? Did I
I feel
read
like-
that wrong?
I know.
No, it's in there.
I have
It's in the notes.
I know with that one. I'm pretty
Was
sure.
there a story? Like, did you tell someone that and they just make fun of you?
No. So if it's who I think it is, he is like obsessed with Ronnie Coleman when he lifts. So he literally just will yell it, unless it was somebody else, and she is going to get in trouble for saying that. But I don't think it's her.
I think you have to show us your ass to prove us you don't have a Ronnie Coleman tattoo.
Please
want me to-
No, I don't want to see your ass. It'll be blurry anyway.
You'll
No,
you'll
that-
see it
that
here in a
was-
couple weeks.
That makes me so sad because I even made a good segue to it. Damn it! At least I thought I did.
Yeah, no, I definitely do not have one.
Well, that was very disappointing. Your friends are fired from giving us fucking information.
As they should be.
Until next time. Hey, I got a fun question. Who's Coetzel?
Cole Wetzel, like the most dirtbag of all country artists. Um, I mean, kind of like who I listened to all through college for country music. Went and saw him finally in Sioux Falls with Big Brandon, who's new to the crew. Um, and I mean, there's not really like without like pulling up who Cole Wetzel is, I can't be like that's
Oh
Cole
no,
Wetzel.
but we heard you met him.
Yeah, yeah. Yes, I went backstage, paid way too much money for it,
Be
Really?
and
like that.
way too much money. Had a like the private show that most artists do, and then
See,
met
I
people.
kind of feel like the dirty country artists I've seen, they're just drinking at the bar with you before they go to stage,
Oh no, he was drinking with us. He was definitely drinking with us, but
right?
we
Like
paid to
when
be back there.
I remember, do you know who Bob Log the Third is?
Yes.
Okay, totally just standing there one day, and I think my sister was playing at the same venue,
Hmm.
and she turns to me, she goes, "Do you know who that is?" Because he wears a mask, right?
Yeah.
And I kind of gave him up and down. I was like, "Is that him?" And she's like, "Yeah, but we can't say anything." And he's just fucking sitting there at the bar drinking. Same with Scott Byram, right?
Uh-huh.
Scott, yeah, he goes to the back for most of the pre-show, but then he comes out and he's just pounding beers with you before he goes on stage.
Right. I'm still here.
Not,
Sorry.
no, it's okay. I'm just not into country music as much as you, but I have some
Yeah.
stories. I have some
Yeah.
stories.
Um.
Drinking with Scott Byram, getting almost kicked out of the show.
No, I never had the fun of like drinking with the country artists. It's mainly like drinking to their music. So like a lot of my buddies were like big Coetzel fans. It's just it's right up there with like Ryan Bingham. It just like kind of developed my country taste. A lot of who I listen to is like Zach Bryan. Like his album just came out today. Been listening to that nonstop. Yeah,
I
Charles
know
Wesley.
of Zach Bryan.
Yeah, well, yeah. I was the guy that's kicked off the rant about Tanner hating Zach Bryan. So,
Oh no.
and I give him a hard time every time I see him, and he's like, "I don't hate him." I'm like, "No, it's okay."
No,
Oh,
did Tanner...
okay. Yeah, that's the artist that told Tanner to shut up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that was Clint Black.
Was it Clint
Or
Black?
no,
Okay.
no,
No, it's Clint Black. It's Clint Black. It
It
was in
was
the same
Clint Black.
story. He went Zach Bryan and then transitioned to Clint Black because he didn't want to talk about Zach Bryan no more. I remember. I
It made me like Clint
distinctly
Black
remember
so
that
much
episode.
more because if I go to a concert, I don't want to fucking hear anybody else other than the artist. But that's just
No,
me.
fun
'Cause
story though. I almost got in a fight at a Zach Bryan concert. First time I saw him. Well, the only time I saw him.
with Tanner.
No, not with Tanner.
Okay.
Shut up,
That's good.
Tanner.
Me and Lori were. It's the same concert we saw Charles Wesley Godwin at, and somebody like pulled Lori back because she's trying to get back up to the front with drinks, and I'm like hopping over people. I'm like, I'll beat your ass.
Wait, the night you got engaged, or you saw this artist?
No,
twice?
this was 2022.
Oh, okay. Because I'm like,
Yeah.
the fuck you trying to fight somebody when you're getting engaged, dummy? I got you.
Close,
That
almost.
makes more sense. Were there any fights when you spilled all that chalk at Massonomics Gym? I heard you pissing people off.
What?
Didn't you? I don't look at us. I'm going off the notes. You've never spilled chalk once at Massonomics Gym.
Never spilled chalk.
You've never had one speck of then.
So we got. I think we
I'm
got
skipping.
kind of sabotaged here on some of these notes.
Well,
Yeah,
and reading
probably.
through them, I'm gonna like highlight like there's like I can tell they're like 5 of them are just stupid and wrong.
Well, I'm
so.
I'm sure one of them is from the guy that left our current gym because I literally asked him, I was like, I know you're gonna put something dumb in that story.
Okay, well, yeah. For a future reference, if we ask for content and your friends give us stupid shit, like it's going to ruin our podcast, and you can tell them to go fuck themselves because I'm telling
I
your friend,
will.
I'm actively telling your friend to go fuck himself for sabotaging our podcast right now. So good to know.
I mean, I honestly probably did on like go walking up the deadlift, just putting too much on my hands. Because I was that guy for a while. I did put too much chalk on my hands, but I don't remember ever spilling chalk.
So okay, what kind of chalkers are you guys? So I'm a painter. I get the block and I rub it on all my fingers and my thumb.
Yep,
I try to be that.
I do.
Yeah,
I'm not a. I don't love the loose, and that actually had some like some conflict here a little bit because Chris loves the loose chalk. Then he bought some like climbers chalk for the gym, and I just felt that it was like too fine.
Yeah.
So like I have it in the bowl, but it's like segregated because like I don't want it to mix it up with my regular chalk because it feels so different.
I have bone dust, which is very, very, very fine. It almost feels like baby powder cornstarch chalk,
Mm-hmm.
and I only pull it out like when I need to do like the and like clap, like when I need to psych myself up is when I pull out the bone dust. But most of the time, it's just like very carefully paint the palm and fingers and and thumb with the block.
Our gym is notorious for stupid people putting baby powder in the chalk.
Oh,
Like,
that's
fucking
annoying.
dummies.
And it's like, if you're not one of the seasoned guys, you don't really know. Like if you've never used chalk, you walk up, you're like, oh, it feels right, and it's like, no, you can feel that like little bit of soft in there. Um,
That's not okay.
but yeah, no, normally I'll try to take the smallest piece possible, and I just paint my fingertips, or I guess my whole finger. I don't like doing my palm too much because I pull with my fingers, I don't pull with my hand. So I go like this and hold it tight.
Yep. Yeah, I definitely with my new Texas deadlift, like this part of my hand
Mhm.
after every lift, this part is fucking demolished. So I try
Yeah.
and make sure I chalk that part the most.
Yeah, I'm on palm.
Yeah, definitely after a deadlift session, I can walk up and go, "Hey, honey, look," and she's like, "That's disgusting. Go trim that." Right. So definitely, yeah, I'm definitely a painter on that one. I'm so mad about people putting baby
Hey,
powder.
I'm sure this is unrelated to the baby powder, but I'm sure those questions that my asshole friends put are probably pretty funny. There's probably some funny story behind them.
I can already see
Mm.
here that I was told you love Nickelback, Hinder, and Limp Bizkit, and I bet that's bullshit.
Nope, like so. Hinder was my childhood favorite. I do hate Nickelback. I hate Nickelback.
You can't
but
hate Nickelback. Nobody hates Nickelback.
I hate
Lies.
Nickelback.
Lies.
But so I love Hinder,
Yep.
and I'm notorious for telling people, I'm like, you go see Hinder now, it's not Hinder because it's not the lead singer. And I was pissed because the lead singer was here in Omaha, like the original lead singer was here in
Mhm.
Omaha by himself. And then Hinder the band was in Aberdeen my last year I was there, and I was like, it's not the same guy. Don't want to go see
I
it.
will put any Nickelback song up against Lips of an Angel. Like,
Oh,
any fucking day of the week.
Up All Night, American Nightmare, like those are my songs. Lips of an Angel is nice, but it's not my top by them.
Okay. That's fair.
Limp Bizkit, I mean, I probably quoted Limp Bizkit. I mean, it's the same quote every day. It's just one of those days. Like that's just all it is. But
I actually love it.
Fred Durst, man. Come on. Fred Durst. That's all I gotta say.
I used to, because I'm such a Black Label fan, and for
Mhm.
years Zach Wilde hated Limp Bizkit, so I
Yep.
was like, I guess I hate Limp Bizkit too. But then it turns out, no, I don't. Like, I finally gave the one album a listen, and I was like, no, I don't. I'm not falling for this shit anymore. Limp
It's a
Bizkit's
good
fucking
mix,
dope.
you know?
Yeah. So the thing about Nickelback is everybody says they hate them, but how many songs do you think you know the words to?
Like 8.
Every single one that's on my Spotify playlist. Like I just don't like Nickelback themselves.
Well, I don't know them, so I can't say
Yeah,
that shit.
but that's what I mean. Like music snob here. So like I just don't like.
Yeah, I keep saying that one song, that new San Quentin song that's got that. It's called Gent Metal. It's spelled Djent. It's probably one of the Davids is gonna tell me, no, it's fucking not. It's like Djent, you dummy, or whatever. Like whatever. That song's fucking metal, and they have that song with Dimebag, right? Like as a metal fan, you're like, I hate Nickelback, and then suddenly Nickelback starts creeping into your metal mix, and you're like, how is that?
So one of my
they're metal fans. I think they're metal fans, and they're just like, no, we're gonna write the stuff that sells, but deep inside.
Oh yeah, definitely. No, without a doubt.
Fan.
I'm pretty sure he's come out and said that, the lead singer.
Yeah, that would make sense.
But
Chad Kroger.
Yeah, Hero. That's the only song.
Kruger?
Oh, Hero. Yeah, the Spider-Man one with the guy from Saliva. Fuck Saliva though. They suck.
My biggest problem with Nickelback for a long time was they made My Darkest Days, and I fucking hated My Darkest Days.
What's My Darkest Days? The album?
Porn Star Dancing and what's the other song? I mean, Porn Star Dancing is so bad. It's
probably so bad I don't even know it. Like I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm a huge Nickelback fan. Is it
so bad?
Well, but there was a time where everybody thought they were making fucking edgy songs about that kind of thing, right? Like what is that one song, the pants around the feet pants?
I like that fucking song.
The original version
figured you
shit,
out,
dude. Yeah,
figured you out.
That song fucking sucks.
I was like fucking like 17 when I heard that song for the first time. Literally, I was like, "Oh, this is awesome."
So you're clinging to the memory, not the actual value of the music.
Exactly. Yeah. What is
it? That's what music is. So
yeah, I get that. I'll give you that.
You remember a time, not a place, kind of scenario.
Your brain does not remember facts; it only remembers how you felt about them.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, that's enough Nickelback talk for this podcast.
Good.
That's enough Hinder talk too.
I'm fine with that too. I've moved on. Unlike the lead singer, I have moved on.
Which one? Oh, that's funny.
The original one.
All right. I did read your article.
Yeah,
which is interesting because I almost don't read anything, but
thank you.
I had some time today and I was going through the app that shall not be named, and your article came up, so I did read it. So I wanted to specifically talk about deadlifts for a second.
Okay.
This risk, I added it to unpaid and underrated, but like I think
Yeah.
we've done enough silly talk. We can go a little lifting talk, and people can join in. The risk to reward ratio thing. You seem to be where I am at, where it's complete and utter bullshit.
Oh, 100%.
Talk to me about it. Like, give me your thoughts and feelings. Give me a breakdown of what you said in the article.
Well, so like specifically about deadlifts, like I mean, I'm going to use you as an example. You go pick up rocks, right? Like it may not be your job, but like those guys you want to steal those rocks from on construction sites, that's their job. They pick up rocks, they move them in a pile.
Yep.
Like, what's the first thing you do when you stand up as a child? You hinge, you move. Like, why would you not? I don't know. Like, I always get into this rant about like, why not add weight to all the movements that you do in your daily life? Make them so much easier. Like, simple as that. And sometimes when I say that in some circles, I get that's starting strength. I'm like, is it?
I mean, it kind of is, but we're not a cult here, so we're not going to go to starting strength. But like, I can even say that the other day I was at a party, and two of the guys there were lifters, and one of them was saying that, oh, I don't squat because it hurts, and I was like, that sounds like you need to squat more. And then, because he's like, well, I'm 40, I can't keep doing things that hurt. I was like, how do you think it's going to feel when you're 60?
Right.
If you don't keep building and training those muscles, like don't hurt yourself. Don't throw 300 pounds on for a whim.
Right.
Right. But like if it hurts, it's because the muscles are weak, not because they're strong.
Yeah.
Right. And that's kind of how I feel about deadlifts. Like deadlifts and squats.
Sounds like a West Side quote right there. I mean, it really is, but like that's my background.
I'm not the guy to do that thing. I've
it's all good.
Strength that fixed my bench and my squat. So I don't have a lot of complaints about that, but I didn't like I stopped there. I stopped at this is how I should be doing this. This is how I will do this. I didn't then buy into it and
like that's part of one of the things I get the most shit for at my powerlifting gym is I'm like, so like next to me right now is every single book that Westside has ever sold. But I just read it from like, it's more material, and I do like it and it works for me. It works for other people, and I don't take it word for word.
Yep.
And like even that article, I sprinkled some stuff in there, but I'm just like, just do it. I don't care how you do it, just do it. Like it doesn't matter if you're doing 10 by 3 or you're doing 3 by 10. I don't care.
Yeah, no, I agree. And I just wanted to point that out. I was reading it. I read most of the thing, but that was the one that, I actually have opinions on. So I wanted to talk to you about.
Well, I had to keep it pretty bland. Like if I get into all the nuance, like then this is too long or our members won't like it. And I'm like, okay, well, here you go.
I even told the guy, and he's like, well, my bench sucks. And I was like, then don't bench.
Yeah.
Like there's no scenario in your life where you are perfectly laid on a bench with your feet on the ground and braced where you're going to push something off of you. You're not Batman. You're not Christian Bale in the Batman movie. Right. So if you don't have to do it, don't do it, but do push-ups.
Right. Well, so the big talk we get right now is like why not to overhead press? And I'm like, okay, if we just make this so simple, like you're all at that age where you either have kids or grandkids, like you're going to lift your kids above your head. You're going to lift your grandkids above your head. Like
you're going to put groceries on top of the fridge.
Yeah, I'm saying not to overhead press.
A lot of
like versus bench press or
just in general.
Okay,
because I'm bench pressing. Even if you're
bench pressing is 1,000,000% more dangerous than fucking overhead press. Yeah. Like I could.
I absolutely hate teaching bench press. It's probably I love teaching squat. I love teaching deadlift. Bench press, it sucks because it's so many cues that I have to give, and then they don't listen, and then they get hurt, and then it's my fault.
Yeah.
I don't even care if I bench. I don't care if I ever bench again. I just want to overhead press for a while. It's fun.
Actually, I agree. I don't care if I ever bench again. It's one of those like I do it because I have to because that's the powerlifting sport and they expect you to. I'm not good at it. I can do body weight for reps. That's fine, right? Like, right? Like that's about all I can do. I'm not a strong bencher, and I only do it because I have to. It's 50% of my total is deadlift, so I'm not gonna cry.
Hey, I'm right there with you.
It's pretty funny. But congrats on that article.
Thank you.
I wanted to say that was good.
Yeah. Now, when it came time to actually like sign off on it, were you debating between Matty Ice or Matthew?
No, I'm not allowed to put any of that kind of stuff on there.
I know it was
no.
Just a way to shoehorn a nickname in there, bud.
I know. Yeah, I don't. I've had that nickname in the past, and I particularly don't like it,
I
but
wouldn't either if like well, because to me, Matty Ice is the douchebag with all the fucking
oh yeah,
K tape that like
yeah,
falls over backwards and cries, and it's just the most obnoxious fucking human in the world.
Is
no,
that the dude that? Okay,
He fell
did
over
he?
deadlifting and just like screams. This is probably like an 8-year-old video now.
Oh, okay, no, no,
oh, I
no.
know which one you're talking about. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
I know.
I saw Mike Wick and Fuad were going after some fucking dude named Matt, and I don't know.
We can't all be great.
I don't know people. We've
Uh,
established this.
when
But I do want to say two things.
Mhm.
Your mom didn't give us a ton of stuff,
Yep.
but your mom fucking loves you, dude,
yeah,
and that says a
Oh,
lot. Like
yeah.
that's all she talked about was just how
Mhm.
great you are and how helpful you've been to her in her life. So that's like a good takeaway for all of this is the type of person that their mom still fucking like I lean on him and I love
Right.
him and he's helped me through so much. But then we got another guy here named Doug.
hmm
So Doug sent us some stuff.
hmm
I don't want to tell Doug's story.
Okay.
Are you okay to tell Doug's story?
Yeah, I mean, he's given me permission to put him all his dirty laundry out there, um, figuratively and literally. So Doug is about to turn 59, I believe it is. Um, he is probably my biggest project at work. I say that in a good way, like not like I'm there like slaving away trying to make his life better, but just every day I go in, he makes me feel better about myself. He shows me that like people will learn, people want to learn, people want to be strong, and then also like just what like the human spirit can do, which sounds really cliche, but um he is he has gone through a lot in his life. Um he's on his deathbed about 6 months ago. Kidney failure, organ failure, blood poisoning, diabetes, just everything under the sun. Like and currently he has cancer. He has prostate cancer, and he is now like deadlifting, squatting. Like squatting is his big one. Like that's the biggest accomplishment I've ever seen him do is like he can actually squat a safety squat bar with weight and it's to depth. And it's so impressive. And then his biggest goal was benching 145. And he's now doing that for reps. And part of his surgery was open heart surgery. They cracked his ribs, separated the connections in his actual chest. So all of that is being redeveloped. And it's like that's a huge accomplishment for him. And he walks in the gym like he could be feeling like shit. Shows up every single day, probably there for too long. Actually, I will say he is there for too long. He's there for 4 hours. He is encouraging people and then walks up to the bar and says, I'm going to do this, does it. If he doesn't get it the first time, he will get it by the 20th, the 30th, the 40th. He will never quit on it. And hopefully here soon he'll be doing his first powerlifting because that's his like ultimate goal is he wants to do a full powerlifting meet.
That's incredible. Yeah, he had a lot to say about how you drive and push him, and specifically, just the value of your character in helping somebody like him.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't not bring up the thing earlier about the older we get, the more functional we have to look at this kind of thing.
Right.
He seems to see that,
Mm-hmm.
and he gets that from you.
Mm-hmm.
And that I just want to again point out that's amazing.
Yep.
Right. There was a bit of a segue there on purpose, but it's just good work, man. And congratulations on that. Congratulations on leaving a mark on people that.
And like I tell him this every day. It's all him. Like the only thing I will say that I'm doing is I'm doing it 100% for free, and I just want to be there. But like it's all him. Like no matter what he does, it's him doing it. It's him finding that energy. I may be there yelling at him to say like you better get this weight up or you're running, but like he does it, and he is driving himself to do it.
awesome.
And then the last thing is he wants to know, what about Billy Bob? What the fuck is Billy Bob?
So
Massive, isn't he?
yeah, I am
There's
Billy
hats.
Bob. I am Billy Bob because I wear a cowboy hat when I'm out in public.
We call that a hat.
Yeah, it's just a hat, right? And
Yes,
northern
I normally
upstate South Carolina, right?
upstate. See, I don't give you that. I'm gonna finish this and then I'll transition to that. I actually did want to bring that up.
Okay.
He calls me Billy Bob because it's a really out there hat. Like I have feathers in my hat, I have a card in my hat. It's pretty crazy. But I've had the hat forever, so like each thing I add is just either some meaning, yeah, or I just think it's cool. but with the whole upstate thing, when somebody put, I don't know who it was that put it in the Discord, but said that upstate is like not a common term.
It fucking is. I've heard
Like
it.
upstate New York, like that's like the
I've
biggest.
heard upstate New York my entire
Yeah.
life.
That's where I live.
Yeah, like you always go upstate. Like even in Oregon, we sometimes use it. It's just like upstate, like you're going up the state.
Yeah. I can't believe when people. Okay, good. I'm glad you finally said it.
Yeah,
I'm so familiar with that phrase. I'm sure I've heard it a million times. We're going upstate New York because I'm here in Ontario. I'm technically
Right.
upstate New York in some scenarios, but like, right? Like,
pretty distinctive border right there. So
no, I know, but like, it's just
I get
like
it,
a thing
yeah.
I've always heard because, well,
Mhm.
like I shared, what would you call that? Not geographical, but like a climate with upstate
Yeah.
New York.
Yep.
So, you know, you go upstate to go see the
Right.
leaves turn. You go upstate because that's where all the good camping is. So
Mhm.
I can't believe people were like, I've never heard that phrase. That's got to be a Midwest thing where you're like, upstate's different.
I guess because it also is like where, like, what's your geographical basis? So like kind of like what Grant said, like you're going up to the mountains, right?
Mhm.
South Dakota, your mountains are all the way out west. So you're just going across the river. Like every time that we would hear about it, it's just like, oh, we're going to West River or something like that. And you're just experiencing.
I'm in an area called the Green Belt. So the Green Belt is it's a farming area that's protected, right? It's government protected farming
Yep.
land. And along that is what we call a god damn it. It starts with an E, escarpment.
Yep.
So yeah, what happens is it's all lowland. Then you
Mhm.
hit an escarpment,
Yep.
which is not high enough to be a mountain. But
Yeah,
then
it's like the Appalachians.
I guess. Yeah, it is. And then it goes like just downhill to New York,
Mhm. Yep.
right? So we call it up the mountain.
Mhm.
This is just a phrase that we use. We're
Yep.
heading up the mountain. It's not a real mountain.
Yep.
There's a bit of a socioeconomic difference between down the mountain and up the mountain. Well, there
Right.
used to be.
Yeah.
There isn't anymore. But like that was just a common phrase to hear around there. So when I heard that nobody's heard upstate, I was like, okay, that's like our up the mountain. Like if you lived down the mountain because you grew up poor,
Right.
you would go, oh, I gotta head up the mountain to go to the fancy mall.
Yeah.
And then we're like, oh, I've never heard upstate. I was like, oh, okay, that must, but no, like fuck that. Like I've heard that. I swear I heard it in Home Alone.
Oh yeah, no, but that's what I mean. Is like it's always upstate New York. That's what I always hear. It's
Yeah,
always
I've always heard it
upstate.
upstate New York. So I guess like
Yeah.
you could say it about any state, but like, would it apply to states like maybe Texas where their climate's the same? Right? Is like South Texas the same climate
No,
as
no, no,
like,
no.
Northern
No,
Texas?
so like Texas is from what I have been there, but my buddy lived there. Every like 100 miles you travel, it's different.
Like
Because you got to
different
think like
climates.
so. Yeah, so the distance from like the easternmost point to the westernmost point is further than the most northern point to Canada.
Texas is bigger than all of Canada.
No, like so like
No.
from the northern point of Texas to Canada is a shorter distance than the easternmost point of Texas to the westernmost point of Texas.
So would they say upstate Texas?
I don't know, but they do have
Right? Like
they have some
No,
mountains, but it's
I
just
think
like you're just they use cities. They just call it by the cities. Like you're
okay. It's
or like you're in
colloquial.
the panhandle or you're in the horn, like that kind of lingo.
Okay. All right. I'm just trying to figure out how some people have never heard of that phrase, whereas like I have. So it sounds colloquial.
I'm curious,
Anyway,
do you have the Appalachians in New York where you're at all? Or do they kind of cut off there?
I think they die in PA or I don't know. I grew
Okay.
up in West Virginia, so I didn't really pay attention
Okay.
when.
How,
I mean,
is
there
that how you
are some
pronounce it? How do you pronounce it?
Appalachian,
Ooh, so-
Appalachian.
Oh, Appalachian. Okay.
I've only ever
I've always-
read it. I would have
I've
said
always-
Appalachians until I started hearing people from there call it Appalachia, and I was like, okay,
Yeah,
it's Appalachia.
I've always heard it as Appalachia and always been taught.
Yeah, I
to say
definitely have
Appalachia.
an N on the end. I don't think Joey just has the N. Joey hards it with an A, and I think I have an N on it.
Well,
Appalachian.
no, those are different things. There's Appalachia, and then
No,
there's
I
the
don't-
Appalachian Mountains.
Yeah, that's where I grew up.
Not the
I
Appalachian.
don't know what the fuck Appalachia is then.
Appalachia is just the region.
Yeah, it's just
Like-
the region.
Oh,
All of them.
okay.
Now we're in geography. That's great.
Yeah, geography talk here on Unpaid and Underrated. I'm gonna hit him with a
geography,
Mount
guys.
Rushmore if that's okay, because
Do it.
we're easing into 2 hours here, and
Yeah.
Do it.
Daddy's got a long day tomorrow. So I'm gonna do the Mount Rushmore. In a rare scenario, I had time with the notes, so that's kind of why I had a lot of the questions today. Is I actually read all the notes, edited them, and created
I'm
Mount
all good with
Rushmore.
not hearing Keith. It's all good.
Yeah, buddy. So Mount Rushmore of energy drinks. Go.
Ooh. So I'm gonna preface this first one. I think it's Ghost at the top, except for that shitty ass EDC one that you had this today. I hate that one. It's the most disgusting thing in the world.
Yeah, I did have that today. How'd you know? Because I
I saw
didn't
your
post
story.
about it.
I saw your story. You
Oh, I
posted
was.
about it.
Yeah, I did post that. Yeah.
Yeah.
That
So
stuff.
EDC,
Yeah,
EDC
it's
is
fucking
disgusting.
trash. Fun
Horrible.
can, but fucking trash.
Second,
What's your favorite ghost flavor? Your favorite ghost any? Sour Patch, obviously.
No, I actually really like the strawberry margarita.
Really?
Margaritas. Strawberry
yeah, strawberry margarita or whatever they call it.
whatever it is.
Yeah,
I really like that one. We have it at our powerlifting gym. It's like there's only 2 places in all of Omaha you can get it. It's there, and then the Hy-Vee up the street, which y'all don't know what Hy-Vee is. So
I know what Hy-Vee
No,
is.
that's been a whole thing.
Yeah, it's
we
the
know
HIV.
what-
I know all about it.
okay,
Yeah.
cool.
The HIV.
Probably missed that one, but yeah.
Bring back Bubblicious, you cowards.
Oh,
I
I'm
tell them
dumb.
that all the time.
I'm dumb. So my number one, and I don't know why I missed this. This should have been first in my head. White Monster. End of the day, I will always White Monster. I can never deviate from. That's the best, but that goes unspoken.
Okay, so is that 2? That's White Monster and Ghost.
White Monster is number 1 on the list, but yes, Ghost and White Monster.
Okay, so that's 2.
And then Bang before COVID, because I really
what the fuck? That's a good call.
Yeah,
that was such a different thing before COVID.
Yeah. Yes, it was completely different. Now it's like, well, I mean, it could be the whole drama they had, but it's also like,
didn't he get arrested or something?
Actually, Bang was loosely owned by the same guy that owned Redcon back before COVID. He got arrested in 2019 for sneaking steroids into things. So that's part of the reason why Bang was so popular is the joke, but they were sneaking steroids into your Bang.
No, I think they just had better flavors back then.
No, they definitely did. So, but overall, it tasted better. You can get the same flavors now and they taste like shit.
Yeah, absolutely.
But Pina Colada 2019, greatest flavor ever. And then last one is Rain. Without a doubt.
Yeah, which Rain? Because I like the white gummy bear. They got this new one too. It's like Rain Storm or something, or it's like sugar.
Tropical Storm. Tropical Storm is the.
Well, I think they created a whole new branding of Storm, like Rain.
They're like a nootropic one, and they're better for metabolism. Yeah, the thin cans.
Okay.
I don't like those ones. I like the thick cans. Best flavor of that's probably gonna be either the rainbow sherbet or the. I really like the cherry limeade.
If I'm reaching for one, it's going to be the white gummy bear, but that rainbow sherbet's definitely the next step.
It's a weird taste. It's like, to me, it tastes like Coke a little bit, and then it's a little more fruity afterwards.
And I also just like rainbow sherbet in general.
Yeah.
Right? So, okay, good call. All right. So that's our 4 Mount Rushmore of energy drinks. Keith, do you have an FMK?
Sure. So, no, I really don't.
Okay, hold on. I'll move the cursor. You go ahead and ask the one I'm tapping right now.
Oh, okay, yeah. So Big Matt FMK, Mike O'Tren, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Rich Piana. Mike O'Hearn, Arnold, Rich Piana.
Well, it's probably
FMK.
It's probably F. Mike O'Hearn, Mary Piana. You said what was the last one? Sorry,
Arnold.
You can't. No, Mary Arnold and kill Piana. I mean, I really like Piana, but
you put O'Hearn above Piana, essentially.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll do another Mount Rushmore real quick, just because we're killing a second. Mount Rushmore favorite Oregon college athletes.
Ooh, that's a good one. Number 1 always goes is EJ Singler for the men's basketball team. He's always been my favorite. Going back to basketball, Jonathan Lloyd, and then Mariota. Patriots, but no, he played for State. He didn't play for Oregon. Or did Patrick Chung. He played for Oregon.
No Herbert, like the most recent stud.
He's not the most recent stud. The most recent stud plays for the Broncos now. Space and name.
Shit. But he wasn't.
Yeah.
Was he? The fucking he wasn't in Oregon when he graduated, though, was he?
He
Or
was. He
is that when he
started at Auburn.
graduated?
He
Oh, what
started
the
at
fuck?
Auburn for a year, and then he went to
Oh
Oregon.
yeah, what the fuck is his name? Yeah, because
I
he's like 25 and he was like the
Yeah.
fourth quarterback drafted.
can't think of his name.
He had really good stats. Yeah, I
Oh,
know.
he was great, but he also did a lot of checkdowns. He's like the next Brady, but he can actually move.
Yeah, I don't think he has a big enough an arm to actually like do too
Oh, he can
much.
throw it. If you watch him in his early days, he could throw it. It's just like he didn't have the receivers that could run fast enough.
His name because I can't remember his name, but there was a ton of memes about how like he was literally like you look at his he just has an old man face too. He's
Oh
like
yeah, yeah,
he looks like he's 30, but he was like 24 or something. But
yeah.
good stuff. All right, well you passed you passed that part of it.
Good.
One thing I did want to hit on is
Mhm.
your favorite color apparently is Tiffany blue. Is that a
Yeah.
thing? And there's got to be a story there,
So it is a thing.
Stand by Googling.
isn't it? It's
Yeah.
like it's like a powder light blue.
Yeah, so it's I mean, so I think your shirt's gray, but it looks blue on my screen.
Okay.
It's almost like what your shirt looks like, but it's a little bit darker.
I see it. It's a bit aqua.
Yeah.
Light medium robin egg color.
This-
Okay.
Some people relate it to like a diamond color almost, but
Yeah.
I mean, it's also a little slightly off. Yeah. No, I mean honestly, if you look at what I wear, I normally wear red, so it's kind of transitioned to red, but that's also because, being a part of all this, kind of have to wear red. So,
A little bit or
Unpaid and underrated.
yep.
Glaze orange.
Well, if I could get a glaze orange shirt, then I would wear a glaze orange shirt.
We get Tanner right on that with the blanks.
All right.
Yeah.
You want to move into unpaid and underrated? You want to go first?
Yeah.
Or do you want me to go first?
So Big Matt, we have this game we like to play. It's called Unpaid or Underrated. So I know
Mhm.
your mom is listening. Funny story there. Matt's mom was kind of hounding us for like a live link. She wanted to listen to the podcast live. We didn't get a chance to get that to happen, so we are sorry about that, ma'am. But it will be available on Tuesday when you're listening. So unpaid or underrated, similar to overrated and underrated, but it's significantly better because it's unpaid or underrated. So obviously, if you like it, we're gonna go with underrated, and if it stinks, you go overrated. So, well, we crossed half of these out. So let's see. Ooh, okay. Unpaid or underrated, Tim McGraw.
Sorry, say it one more time. Wait. I totally lost the rules because you're mixing words.
Did I butcher him?
Yeah, a little bit.
So unpaid is not
Yep.
a huge fan. Underrated
Yep.
is more people should like it.
Oh yeah, no, he's totally unpaid. Screw Tim McGraw. That concert was horrible. That was so bad. I grew up on him, and it was bad. So
Yeah, I don't know how I'd feel about like current like 60-year-old Tim McGraw still acting like he's like 30 with his leather pants and shit.
oh
Like,
no, like so
tight
he's
shirt.
so like I was expecting going in. I was like, oh cool, it's Tim McGraw. He's like edgy country, like not outlaw but poppy, but like also like fuck the government, like that kind of shit. No, he was super progressive Tim McGraw, and I was like, ugh.
I don't think I could name a Tim McGraw song.
Indian
Don't
outlaw.
take the girl.
Oh yeah, don't take the what?
That's my favorite song.
No.
I remember like that was like one of my first experiences to like a music video. Was that it was like 1993 or 94 probably.
Was it
Very song like
released after Garth Brooks's No Fences?
No, before.
That was
Yeah.
before?
No
Yeah,
Fences
still-
isn't No Fences like 96?
Yeah, I was like
I
Tim
gotta look that up because like
McGraw, Edges.
I don't really listen to a
Garth
lot
out.
of pop country at all. So
Is Garth Brooks pop country, or is he just like really?
absolutely.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
I put him up there with Meatloaf. Like this shit's so theatrical and over the top. Like I love it. Don't get me wrong, but like I'll put that up there any day of the week.
Oof.
All right, Big Matt.
No, you disagree? That's such a fun. I can't believe I said that. I put up the Garth Brooks and Meatloaf for the same level.
That's a great comparison. I'm gonna love that one.
Does Meatloaf have anything other than that one song? Like,
Who? Meatloaf?
yeah,
They got some songs.
Do you want to fucking
just
go
like-
me? He's got.
It's
I know like one Meatloaf, isn't it? Like,
everybody knows one because they. So I will say they all like Meatloaf is like the same level as like Nickelback. Like a lot of them sound the same, but it's also like the genre of music. Like it if you gave me like 20 Metallica songs, I'm probably gonna say like 15 of them are the same,
Yeah,
but it's
All sound
slightly
the
different.
same to me, right?
Yeah,
Mhm.
So, Meatloaf. The thing is because his writer wrote Show Tune. And that's where the half of that shit, it's got such over the top piano, over the top
Yeah.
orchestral, right? But 2 out of 3 ain't bad. Incredible song. You've got Paradise by the Dashboard Light, fucking dope song. I would do anything for love. He's got some
Yeah,
decent
that's literally the only one I
metal-ish
think I've heard.
songs, but like, yeah, it's just over the top shit.
I don't want to have to work out to Meatloaf, so we gotta figure out another song for me to listen
Yes,
to tomorrow.
yeah, I can't wait for you to lift to 2 out of 3
Hey,
ain't bad.
I'll tell you
fucking
what.
dare ya.
So I get a lot of shit at my gym because I listen to Sabaton one song, and it's I can't think of the name. I gotta look it up. I was at the King of the North, and I was like, this is a really good song. It's gonna be hype. Last Stand.
Yep, don't know it. That's fun.
Yep, that's the most popular song by Sabaton, and I was like, this is really good. It's striking my metal side, and it's striking my Christian side, and it's just hitting. So
That's dope. Sabaton. That's funny. Anyway,
All
sorry.
right. Number 2, Matt, unpaid or underrated. Let's go with TikTok. I know you're a big TikTok guy.
unpaid, but mine's underrated.
That's no riding the line. You have to decide if the overall TikTok is you gotta I need an overall.
Yeah, I know. I gotcha. It's definitely unpaid right now. I can't stand being on it. I see so many Redcon ads, and I just can't do it. I just can't.
It's hard. Like I get on once a month, and I feel like when I got on most recently, I couldn't see content for like 2 minutes because it's just fucking ads.
Yep.
Like I don't remember ever being that
Like ad is it ads or is it like the targeted like buy for my shop ads?
I guess both.
Sponsored
Okay.
posts. There's
Yeah.
ads, and then there's sponsored posts. And
Yeah, some of the ads I'll get a kick out of because I'll read the comments. Like it's like one of those games that's like fake fake content. I'm like, oh, this is really funny. Like comments, I can't wait. And I picked that up from Lori. Lori will literally go to the comments of every video, and I just started doing it. And I'm like, this is why TikTok's fun. Like it's not the video; it's just seeing what everybody says underneath it.
The TikTok algorithm is so goddamn precise, and that's the
it is.
It's so precise that like you watch a cat video and you're like, hey, that was pretty funny. But then suddenly all your ads are cat food and you have cat videos constantly. And you're like, okay, show me something else. And then you see one like slightly political post and they're like, oh, you love politics, buddy. And like, it's like your eyes were on the screen for this amount of time.
Yeah.
And that's kind of scary, right? Like, it's kind of insane. And it's probably I'll probably delete TikTok pretty soon because I don't think I've posted anything in months.
So I'll say this. I think TikTok's algorithm for sending you stuff, I like it better because it's based on what I like, not what I watch. Because when I go to Facebook, like I could have said something in a conversation 5 weeks ago about like, I want to buy a squat bar. And granted, I'm already in that like realm, but I get like thousands of ads from Bells of Steel, thousands of ads from Titan. And it's like, okay, I get it. But like,
you checked out some Olympic bars on Facebook Marketplace. Here's a bunch of ads for brand new ones.
Right.
I wish Marketplace's fucking algorithm was better. Like I want to only see the shit I want to see. I don't want to see all this other shit.
No, I didn't get those York plates.
When you come out here. Oh, did you guys see the York plates that I posted on from Facebook out here? They're $135. You get 2 of them. They're milled.
A lady here posted
that's like top end, but yeah, it's worth
some
it.
deep dish York plates for $75, and I messaged her and I was like, I want them. And then she's like, well, somebody else already reached out. I'll let you know by tonight, but I already gone to bed. And these I got up in the morning. Fuck, these are nice.
These are still posted, and I've been telling Tanner, I'm like, hey, do you want these?
I mean, if they're just milled, like they're really worth like $1 to $1.50, but it's I wouldn't pay more than $1 a pound.
Yeah,
and I built all my milled collection paying like 50 cents a pound pre-COVID, pretty much. Like it's
pre-COVID.
75
keyword.
Yeah. All right. So we got an answer on that one. So my last one out of this bunch, I'm gonna go unpaid or underrated, lifting or training to country music. Unpaid or underrated?
Underrated.
Nice.
And I only say that because like I know what you listen to. I watch your videos and you have like Cody Jinks on and like that's the kind of music that gets me going. Now I'm not gonna go out and listen to like Dan and Shay lifting. I mean I want to listen to Dan and Shay in general, but
yeah.
Like some good old outlaw country, great.
Absolutely. Good answer. All right. I'm gonna switch it over to my co-host there, let him bring it home.
I'll normally, if I'm gonna put any country music on during lifting, it's gonna be Hank 3.
I never
Yeah,
got
I
into him
can't,
too much.
can't do it.
It's too
So
hard for me.
I will say this, and it's a weird like way my music has gone. When it comes to the Hank line, I did not go Hank 3. I went Hank Sr., Hank Jr., and then I went Sam Williams.
So I went Hank Sr., skipped Hank Jr., went right into Hank 3
That
because
tracks.
Junior, he's got what, Tear in My Beer and the fucking NFL theme.
Family
Like, I don't.
tradition, country.
What? Wait, hold on.
I love family tradition. That's true, but it's not lifting music.
No, oh, yeah,
Tear in My Beer is a Hank Sr. song.
it is.
But
I think
Hank-
they did it.
Hank
They
Jr.
did it.
No.
Mm.
Yeah, but I think more people know it for Hank Sr.
I'm of the age where I heard it first.
Yeah,
from
I
Hank.
only.
Okay, but you're
yeah.
right. That
Yeah.
was definitely an original of his, but I know
Yeah.
it from him.
I know it from Senior, so
Yeah, like my introduction to Hank, all of the Hanks would have been in my dad's old or my grandpa's old fucking Chevy listening to 8 tracks when my mom was like,
Yep.
go live with your grandparents for 2 weeks while we go traveling.
right.
And I was just, yeah, okay. No, you're right there. So but that actually kind of says I was even more right. I like a lot less Hank Jr. songs than I thought I did, but Family Tradition's not the right one, but it's I go to Hank 3. I like that hard style,
Yeah.
like
No, I get it.
fighting, drinking, drugs, outlaw style more than I like the.
So I liked Sam Williams just because it was like more hurt music.
Who is Sam Williams in reference to Hank Williams?
It's Hank Jr.'s son.
Okay, he's okay. I
Yeah.
don't
Yeah,
think I knew that.
direct bloodline. He's just more of a like it's kind of poppy, but it's still got twang. Like he has it's called, I think, Deep Water is one of the songs, and it's really like it's twangy. I feel like I'm out in like Louisiana, out in the bayou, just listening to music. So
I would say, Keith, if you're the Hank 3 that I introduced you to would have probably been Straight to Hell. Go back and listen to Rise and Outlaw. Right? If you can go back to Rise and Outlaw, I think you would find some stuff you would like by Hank 3, because that was when they signed him based on him being Hank's kid or Hank's grandkid, and was like, you go do this sound. And he kind of did what they told him. Still great music, not true to him,
right.
but still incredible, like outlaw country as far as I'm concerned.
Nice.
Anyway, we'll move on. Unpaid or underrated? CrossFit.
Unpaid.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck CrossFit. Fuck CrossFit. Oh my God. Like, don't get me wrong, I know some pretty strong CrossFitters, and I will give all of them their flowers, but no, not at all.
I had originally put together an FMK of I commented on your Facebook.
Yes, you did.
The top 3 lifts are kips.
yeah. I saw that.
Was it kips, cleans, and more kips?
Yep. Steve,
Good
my buddy
stuff.
Steve has a joke about doing kip up deadlifts where he's just like, let's CrossFit this. Let's do kip up deadlifts today. Yeah, that was pretty funny. Yeah, fuck.
Like, set yourself up for spinal failure. Let's go kips straight in deadlift.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
I don't have a lot of patience for CrossFit, but I don't know much about it.
I mean, like, if you're gonna use it to get in shape and like do it, like, don't get me wrong, like, end of the day, I just want you to be strong and fit.
Yeah,
like,
exactly. If it gets you under the barbell, fucking go, bud.
yeah, just don't come over here and tell me that it's better than powerlifting or strongman.
Yeah.
Like, don't.
And that's definitely where I kind of crossed the line, where I think one of the first times I ever even heard about CrossFit was some dude was like, somebody was doing 4-plate deadlifts, right? And then the first comment was some CrossFit coach that was like, I got guys that do this for reps. You guys are weak.
Reps where it's literally going.
Yeah, where you're doing it
Bouncing.
like just up to the bottom of your shins, or you're bouncing them. You know, those are RDLs. Those aren't real deadlifts because you're not coming from a dead position.
Well, I'll tell you what, if you're doing RDL with 4 plates, like, that's still impressive. So
Oh yeah,
as long as you're not bouncing, if you're not bouncing it, at least, like, if you're taking it down mid shin and then back up, like,
Nah, they're not. They're doing it sumo and lifting it 3 inches and screaming with straps.
Yeah.
Okay, unpaid or
More
underrated?
sexual innuendos you're gonna get in there.
All of them.
Nice.
What, I got 2 more?
Yes.
All right.
As many as you want.
Unpaid or underrated backseat driving?
Okay, I just got to ask, is this me or is this just in general?
Well, it's
Like me doing it?
No. I
you're the
understand that
driver.
somebody does it to you and you hate it.
Yeah. So somebody's doing it to me it's definitely unpaid. But if it's me in the back, it's underrated.
You sound
That
like
is
my brother.
Like if I'm driving and you're gonna kill us, I'm gonna say something. So
You're a walking contradiction, buddy.
No, actually, you know what? Again, exactly like my brother. So my brother, he pretty much drives for a living. He drives all over Southern Ontario doing his job. And if you're driving with him, you can't fucking tell him anything. Don't tell him there's a deer coming. Don't tell him how to
Yeah.
signal. But if he's sitting next to you, he's going to tell you the direct route in your face.
right.
And you're just like, you. So I get where you're coming from on that one.
No, I will say though, like universally, even when I do it, like I still think it's unpaid. Like I probably shouldn't be doing it, but
Yeah, but I'm gonna.
yeah.
Speaking of that, speaking of my brother, I love my brother. His name is Greg. And Paul Dwyer did a video this morning. Did you guys happen to see that?
I did not, and I
Okay.
normally see his videos right when they come out.
So he's reading the comments and he goes, Greg. And he goes, fucking Greg's. And I was like, I'm going to make that my ringtone. It's just the
funny.
look on his face, just pure like fucking Greg's. I was like, oh, I sent it to my brother. I recorded it and clipped it and sent it to
Nice.
him.
Good
Because,
shit.
I love my brother.
Hey, your brother's not a twin, right?
No, only you have hidden twins.
Yeah, gosh.
And apparently Mad Cow might too. But all right. So last but not least, unpaid or underrated moccasins.
I'm curious to see where this question came from because I think I know, but definitely underrated. And I say that because I wear the my daily shoe is the barefoot to Osos, yeah, Osos.
Hell yeah.
Which are basically moccasins, but they're so comfortable. They're great. My first pair ripped, so they sent me a new one. So shout out barefoot shoes. But those moccasins are great. And then don't like mini Tonkas are even better, but I don't wear those, so
I do fucking love my barefoot shoes. I have 3 pairs and can't wait for my next one. They just really figured it out.
Mhm.
I have another pair from another company because you can get a $50 pair off Amazon.
so
$45, $40
I-
pair.
I bought 2 pairs of barefoots. I bought the high top black suedes and then the low top gray suedes. And actually I gave the gray ones to Doug, but I spent $40 for 2 pairs. Like almost
Oh.
brand new.
Okay, well, I didn't. Okay, for me up in Canada, they're $200 shoes.
Yeah.
So getting them up here is kind of hard. But like on Amazon, you can get these like not the barefoot brand, but the barefoot
gotcha.
version. They're called like Vivio or something, and they're like you can get cheaper versions of
Oh yeah, no, I get what you're saying.
BARE shoes.
Yeah.
Right, low drop,
Yeah.
wide toe. You can get those, but the barefoot brand from North Dakota, they look good, they feel good. They're,
Yep.
I was in a puddle today and they didn't seep through.
Right. Yeah.
Right, like that they just figured it out. And hopefully former guests or future guests, hopefully future guests on Unpaid and Underrated, they just released that they are doing an American made, the Patriot Bruins, which are going to be handmade in America using American leather. So, heads up to everybody on that one. Code Massonomics on that. But yeah, good call. You passed Unpaid and Underrated. Also huge minimum tie. Get the shoehorn. Do you have a shoe spotter? I call it. Just so you don't have to bend over and tie your shoes. So I'll leave them a little loose.
Yeah, I don't. So I have the collab, and those are my lifting shoes only. I don't tie them. If you watch my videos, they're just completely flared out, and I'm like, I
can't care.
Yeah,
I can't care.
I don't care to bend down, and they're tight already, so we're good.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I tried doing a heavy carry in them the other day on
I saw that.
concrete. I can't do that. Like,
yeah.
I felt like I was gonna break my foot. Like I was sloshing around in them. Like, so my only experience with like I squat and bench and squat, bench and press and do stones and stuff in my Addy Power squat shoes, and then basically I'll maybe they're barefoot or Crocs for most things, and then I've been deadlifting pretty much regularly with the barefoot shoes. But I tried doing it because I'm trying to figure out my gym bag for Aberdeen, what I'm taking. And I'm like, well, what shoe am I going to do the carry in? And I was like, well, I've just been doing it in my fucking, I have like a pair of like hiking shoes basically that live in the
Mhm.
garage to cut grass. So I don't have to take them in and out of the house. They just live in the garage. And so I've been using those and they've been great. And I was like, all right, let me try the barefoot shoes. And I was like, nope, can't do it. So I got to figure out what I'm actually bringing out. But
So
they're great for what I use it for. They just were not great for that.
I was gonna swipe up on that story, or not swipe up. I was gonna comment on that
Yeah.
story. And one, I was gonna say DBAP, if you know what that acronym means, and then I was also gonna say just buy yourself some Bruins. So DBAP is don't be a pussy. Like,
Well, I wasn't
suck it
in the
up.
basement, so I am allowed to complain.
No,
Although
but
I was
the
allowed to
other
whine.
the other side of it was like get some Bruins because from I was talking to Big Ben at the King of the North and he like swears by those. He does all his strongman in those. His are ripped up a
Yeah.
little bit, but from what I hear, they're great and they're thick, supportive. But yeah,
Yeah, I've never tried to wear my barefoot shoes like just out in the town. Like I don't know. I wouldn't. I because I like having nice clean shoes when I work out. So I don't really want to like walk around the sidewalks if it's like shitty out. And then just to experiment, if I want to like buy another pair of barefoot shoes to actually like go barefoot shoe. So I don't know that I'm a barefoot like out and about guy, but I'm definitely I'll deadlift in barefoot shoes to the point that I'm like I've got two because I'm very OCD. So when I find something I like, I buy multiples of it typically. So I have two exact pair of wrestling shoes, like one that I've worn for 10 years to deadlift in, and then I bought a backup like 5 years ago that's still literally in the box. And now they're both useless to me because now that I realize how like fucking fat and wide my foot is, trying to put that in a fucking wrestling shoe, I'll never do that again. So
yeah.
basically, I have $100 of wrestling shoes I'm just gonna throw away basically because I'm always gonna deadlift in my barefoot shoes the rest of my life at this point.
Sounds
Okay,
like just
so
go buy a new pair. Just buy the bullet, buy the pair.
Yeah.
I will say I've had ingrowing toenail problems my entire adult life. Yeah, not with the barefoot shoes.
Yeah,
Absolutely gave them a chance to spread out. I do wear barefoot shoes in my life, and it's funny. Speaking of my brother, he looked at me. He was like, "Those are for lifting. You shouldn't be wearing those out in the world." And I was like,
I get that a lot.
"I'm only gonna wear those out in the world. I never want to wear real life shoes again."
Right.
Right? My question, Keith: do you have to wear shoes to do strongman?
No, I mean, you might not, they might let you barefoot deadlift or deadlift barefoot, but yeah, like I'm not fucking running on I'm not running on the concrete in the OD Ice Arena that's gonna be hot as fucking hell in barefoot. And also, I'm not trying to lose
I'm
my.
gonna be lifting barefoot.
Is it indoors? I thought you guys were going
It,
back outdoors.
No, we're inside. That
Oh,
better
okay.
not fucking be. No, it's definitely. Yeah, I think someone else thought we were outside too, but no, we're definitely gonna be
Get on them
inside.
goat heads in your feet.
yeah.
No, I'm
Oh, how about DBAP, buddy? DBAP.
yeah,
All
bye.
right.
Do it.
Okay, I think you passed unpaid and underrated and sparked some really interesting conversation there around barefoot shoes. Again,
Uh,
huge barefoot proponent. Glad you are too.
Codemaster
Love them.
Anonymous.
I'll add one more plug. I dropped the 45-pound plate on my foot wearing the Osos. No damage. I had a little bit of bruising, but like no overall damage.
No cuts, no nothing.
Nope, nothing. No bloody
Strong
toe.
shoes.
Yep.
Strong shoes. Yeah, they really figured out their product over there. I think the next step then is what do you have for us, if anything at all?
I have two questions, one for each of you. So I'm gonna start with Keith because his is a little bit easier. So fuck Mary Kill for strongman. We got log, shield carry, and Axel.
Ooh, okay. So killing the carry 100%. Fuck any kind of carry. Ooh, that's fucking tough. Logger
I,
act
I don't even think I
Logger
could answer
actual.
that.
Oh, okay.
I disagree. I'd probably marry that carry. I fucking love carrying heavy stuff.
Mm,
So I knew I could ask this because I kind of dabble in the log and the
man.
Axle. So
I don't even know. Like I like because I'm I'm a little bit I'm a hair better at Axel, I think, but like it's because I did it for 6 months before I really got into log.
But
But
what
log,
feels better, Keith?
yeah, I
What do
was
you
gonna say like
enjoy doing? What triggers those endorphins that you're just like, that was so fun, even if it was a slow wait?
I'm gonna marry Axel because I can do Axel year round in the basement, and I don't have, and I could do Axel like I could, yeah. I'm gonna marry Axel. I'm gonna fuck Log because Log's awesome, but I also log beats the shit out of you.
Yes.
If you don't have I literally have fucking a pussy pad on my fucking log to keep my forearms from getting destroyed, and I don't regret it because it was like I don't need to hurt my fucking forearms because I'm too stupid to put a little piece of foam on my axe on my log that is. So yeah, that was a very very tough. That might be the toughest FMK. Is well, the K was super easy because I just suck at carrying and picking shit
Yeah.
up, but it was definitely one of the hardest fucker marries. So yeah.
I can't wait for you to pick up your first natural stone.
I have yet to do that.
Oh, I can't wait until you're presented with some big ass fucking rock and you're just like, yeah, I bet I could lift that. Because I can guarantee that'll change your view on carries. It's so much fun. My one of my best friends and former coworkers is moving up North Canada. A lot of rocks. A lot of rocks up there. And I guess her partner turned to her and looked at some of the rocks and went, do you think Joey could lift those? And I was like, that's a good legacy. Like, could Joey lift the big rocks? I can't wait. I think that's gonna do something for you different. If you're anything like me in that Nero Spicy realm where just that's a good rock. I want to go pick up that rock. I want to see it. I'll bring my rock to you.
Did you see the Bush League fucking bag over bar I did yesterday with the
Oh god,
I was waiting for it to just completely
with the
collapse.
setup? Oh yeah, I was waiting for that to
so
collapse.
Well, then you took the weight off, and I was like, I feel like that's gonna make it worse.
No, I went from it being a legitimate because the axe, it was like an axe with like 100 pounds on it or whatever, and it was like caving in the fucking pads. So then I took that off, and then I just put up a fucking broomstick handle, and I was like, so then worst case, like I'm not gonna nothing's gonna fall on me if my if my fucking axle starts rolling towards me, like they could like take me out mid fucking.
Worst case, you knock over a broomstick.
Yeah, so I thought that was a better idea. But yeah, that was I've been having fun with the sandbags. I've been doing a lot of research because those are borrowed sandbags. So I'm like, all right, do I want to stick with Cerberus or go Rogue or like I'm like going way into the weeds of like yeah, I've looked at his, but I don't know. I like the idea of being able to do a 25-pound increment, and his were only 50. But then like a lot of them don't have. But then it's like the perfect bag that I want. Like I want it to have the weight stated on the bag, and I want it to have 25-pound increments. And I really can't find that. Everything either is in like weird increments. Well, because
did you look at that one that we have that me and Scans
yeah, no, the Integra
inclusive.
Yeah. It's an option. Yeah, it's an option, but I kind of want to be able to do a 150, a 175, a 200, and a 225. I think that would be perfect for me.
Bells of Steel has it on sale right now.
That's true.
We'll see.
I got that Inukshuk bag coming, I think, in the next 2 or 3 days. It's shaped like an Inuit Inukshuk rock.
Okay.
But it's essentially a Husafel because you're gonna tuck your arms under and lift it.
Yeah, people had to like change the name from like Husafelt mock sandbag because Rogue was suing everyone that was making something because they literally copyrighted and fucking patented like a
Rogue
sandbag that looks like
I don't think that's what happened here. It's actually in the shape of the there's a rock formation that people build. Well, the Inukshuk people used to build.
Oh, okay.
Or the Inuits, and it would be like it's shaped like a person. And it was meant to show you the way back to your village. So if you got lost on the beaches or in the tundra, if you saw that, it would be pointing you the way. So they built a sandbag in that shape. And I have one of those coming. I've got the 150. I think that's going to be a bit more fun to carry than a bag because getting that bag and you're 100 pounds or my other bag is 150 of pea gravel and you're over the top and you're just trying to run with it. Like it fucking sucks, but I'm in. Code Tim10 or Sam10. All right.
All right.
What's your next?
So, my question for Joey is going to be: who is the true American hero out of these individuals? We got Hulk Hogan, Jack Swagger, Kurt Perk Angle. So not just regular Kurt Perk Angle, or Cody Rhodes.
I want to hear more about Kurt Perk Angle.
You don't know about Perk Angle?
No, I do. I just want to know why that's different than the American Olympic gold medal winner, Kurt Angle, who won an American gold medal with a broken neck.
Yeah.
I mean, Perk Angle had a broken neck and was slamming people and climbing across the X's in TNA and WWE.
Yeah, he was.
Percocet angle. Is that where you're going with?
Yeah,
Yes,
that's yeah,
yes,
perfect.
yes. The poor man was very, very addicted.
Yeah.
It's not Cody Rhodes.
Okay.
It's
Just want to make
not.
sure. I just threw it in there because American Nightmare. So
I love Cody Rhodes and I appreciate everything he's done for the business since being fired for the worst gimmick ever. He wasn't fired for that gimmick. I think under Vince McMahon they had no clue what to do with talent. Vince McMahon.
I just want to make sure we're talking about. Are we talking about dashing?
No, we're talking about Stardust.
Okay, I just want to make
say,
sure. Yeah.
I can't remember what the name of the fucking Goldust knockoff was.
Because anytime he didn't have makeup on, he was still technically like dashing Cody Rhodes. So
Goldust, probably one of the best characters ever made. Really bothered a lot of people. Really, I think was the introduction to the Attitude Era that people don't give credit for.
Wasn't he on? Was Goldust started in WCW, or was he? Okay,
I don't believe.
I was trying to think if that's a video I saw here recently saying that he started there, but
no, Goldust was.
No, he was the American Standard when he was wrestling. Yeah, Dustin Rhodes. Yeah,
the Natural.
Yeah,
Natural. They always called him the Natural.
Yeah.
So it's not Cody Rhodes as much as Cody Rhodes is a kid favorite right now. There's always kid favorites. There's always going to be John Cena. There's always going to be him. There's going to be Roman Reigns. There's always going to be the kid favorites. It's not him. It's probably not Perk Angle because by that time he had lost the American gimmick.
Right.
And he had simply gone to a comedy gimmick. It's definitely fucking not Jack Swagger. That dude couldn't cut a promo to save his life.
I don't even know that. Is that a newer guy? Like,
no, I threw him in because he was like the ultimate mid card. Like he was great for like in the ring performance. He just he could not cut a promo to save his life.
I know
stuttering, like calling the worst people out. Like didn't he had a bit for the U.S. title against Evan Bourne, and like Evan Bourne was so over the top at that point that it was like,
well, they tried to really. I gotta watch what I say here because I don't want to bother anybody. I think they tried to make him a version of America that people see from other countries and don't like.
Yes, but
we are the people guy.
Yes.
And then just would hate Mexicans. Like that was literally the angle that they had with him for like a year.
Yeah.
Because we hate anybody. They made
not like us.
They made him racist. Like, and that's not like that's not like that is wrestling. Let's not pretend that's not.
Oh yeah, wrestling. No, definitely, without a doubt.
But I don't think that is what he should have been because he's actually, out of all three of those guys, probably the best wrestler. If you go, like he didn't win an Olympic gold medal, but he
I was gonna say
we're talking NCAA's than
3-time, right?
Yep. And if you look at his in-ring work, dude, is fucking great. Amazing.
So
Kurt Angle is. Go ahead.
I was gonna say I think they tried to do that bit, the racist bit, and then they also tried to do the like second coming of Kurt Angle. Like we can't get Kurt Angle because he's on TNA, so here we go, guy in a singlet that has American flags and coming out doing push-ups and acting stupid. Like
it just didn't work. So it's probably gonna be Hulk Hogan.
Okay,
because he and then I think for argument's sake, Lex Luger replaced him. Right, with the steel forearm and the I think Lex Luger kind of replaced Hulk Hogan as Mr. America because Hulk Hogan turned heel to go to NWO. But I think if you look at those four people you named, I've got to go with Kurt Angle. I mean, the obvious answer is John Cena. That guy had the best U.S. title reign in ever.
Yeah,
when he came did the open challenges.
Yeah, can't argue.
Best. John Cena is also an okay dude.
Yeah.
More Make-A-Wish Foundation,
the USO tour, all that stuff.
Yeah, it's gonna be John Cena.
I gotcha. I wanted to leave him out because it's like he's like he portrays it, but then it's like okay, like he's a good guy, but like his character was built for that once he like developed himself. So
but no, but I mean, so was Hulk Hogan.
Yeah,
like Hulk Hogan ended up being like, you can't say canceled because he still has a fucking career, but like he ended up being sidelined for a little while for saying dumb shit, which I don't think you're ever going to see John Cena do.
No,
because John Cena is a politician.
Yeah.
I mean, he is.
100%. No, I wouldn't even doubt seeing him at some point, like when he gets like 50 or 60. Well, I think is he 50 now?
He's close to 50. Yeah.
Yeah. So when he gets to that age, like 55, 60, I could see him running for some type of office.
And I think Cody Rhodes will as well.
Yeah.
I think you'll see that out of Cody Rhodes as well. Or Cody Rhodes will wrestle himself into the ground. He only has two scenarios.
I could see him falling back into like production a little bit, or like owning,
he's
trying to do like another AEW branch off. But
Please
you know
don't.
what I mean? Like, yeah, don't do it. But hey,
please don't.
Adam Copeland's tearing it up. Woo, childhood.
Just like powerlifting, wrestling needs more federation.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, absolutely, with different rules.
Hey, okay.
Our ring's gonna have 8 sides.
Don't act like New Japan wasn't great when it was everybody.
Yeah, New Japan was better than anything coming out of the States for years and years. ECW, again, best thing coming out of anything.
Like the start of heel Cody Rhodes.
Switchblade Mafia. Was that out of there or was that out of the States? That would have been John Moxley's thing.
No. Oh, is that when he was with? Because then he appeared on like 2 episodes of Impact, and he's trying to start that. I thought.
Oh, I
don't even know.
My brain is. I read
for TNA. For TNA, I can never keep it in check where it's TNA or it's Impact or it's Hollywood Hogan's Wrestling Federation.
Yeah, a lot of those melded into the background for a while. Yeah. Anyway, bring back ECW and cancel everybody else.
Yep. Get Joe Hendry on the main card. That's what I say.
I fucking love Joe Hendry. He's so ridiculous.
I would say his name, but Keith wouldn't play into the meme.
If there's a silly goose in wrestling, it's Joe Hendry.
Yes.
If there is a guy that like we should probably get into the Massonomics crew in professional wrestling, it's Joe Hendry. He creates entire songs. He'll do entire covers of songs, just ripping into his opponents.
Great. It's a fun time.
He is definitely over the top, ridiculous, and I'm a huge fan. Oh, okay. I'm a mid-card fan.
Well,
is it mid-card?
In for a landing? I think we've lost all our listeners.
Yeah, I know. Football to wrestling, back to football, back to wrestling.
This is a good one. Happy 4th of July, everyone. Please go ahead and use our affiliate links if you're not already. Obsidian Ammonia, Barbell Rescue, Plate Snacks, Home Gym Con. Ashton right now is running for Freedom Fitness Equipment. We don't talk about him too much, but he's got a 4th of July sale that might still be going on. You can stack our code on top of that as well. And then, of course, the biggest one is if you haven't bought your unpaid underrated t-shirt, why the hell not? I mean, they're probably at least half gone already. So if your size isn't there, I understand that. But other than that, like if you're a friend of the podcast or a former guest, we'd really appreciate to see you rocking our shirt. It'd mean a lot to us. That is all we got for that. Our Instagram, Unpaid and Underrated Podcast, a website, unpaidinternpodcast.com. We have a YouTube. I am Big Keith. You can find me on Instagram, KeithHoneyGet73. Go follow my Orange Jim, the No Wine Cellar. Big Joey, where are you at?
Same place as always, Joey_Malesko. Don't search me up on Facebook, despite what Scance tells you. That's not me. That is a scam. As much as I want you to use our code on Obsidian Ammonia, don't forget he is having a 41% sale off right now because he's been kicked off Amazon. So go support our brother Travis in everything he's going through and use the 41% code instead of our code until our code gets reactivated. And go listen to our Silly Country song. If you are listening to this and you are doing AI music, make me a metal song about Unpaid and Underrated. See how that goes. And Matt, what about you?
You can find me at matthew.sunling.cpt on Instagram and TikTok at _Matthew_Sunling.
All right. Well, I'm glad at least one Matt showed up for the episode this week. And everybody, we'll see you next Tuesday.